and you're poised to face the rest of the day. And of course, we'll be doing this together with you. So keep your dial locked on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7 as we talk about our motherland, discuss issues, find solutions, know the root of problems, and then advise ourselves. Welcome aboard. It's a blend of everything. A blend of music, a blend of news, entertainment, some advice. It's a great cocktail this morning that you don't want to miss. Welcome again to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. We're live from now till 10 a.m. this morning, where we'll give way to the news at 10. But before that, we'll be talking about everything Ghana. Give us this day our daily bread. And its peace pact. Solomon Owusu, the Director of Communications of the United Party, will join us. Emmanuel Kuting, he is the Executive Director of the Africa Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism. He will also be here, as well as Hamza Suhini Saibu, private legal practitioner of the NDC and communications member. This morning, too, we'll be talking about the latest from the Ghana Statistical Service. About multi-dimensional poverty. The Ghana Statistical Service released a statement yesterday and explaining the levels of poverty we have in Ghana. There's some good news in there, and there's some very disturbing developments there as well. We'll be sinking our teeth into that matter as well. Talk to us. What are your poverty levels? What are the indicators of poverty in Ghana? According to your pocket, of course. No data is as accurate as the one you have in your pocket. So we'll be talking about that as well on the show this morning. So let your kingdom come. And your will be done. I'd like to remind you of the importance of paying attention to small details. Small details are often overlooked because they seem very minor, but they play a powerful role in shaping outcomes. The difference between success and failure. Sometimes trust and doubt, or progress and regret. The difference is found in the little things we choose to ignore or we choose to notice. So pay attention to details. It shows care and responsibility. When you listen closely, when you check your work or follow through on very small commitments, people see you and they see that you value great quality and that you respect their time. A simple example is replying clearly to a message instead of rushing to answer. Another is proofreading a document before sending it. These things can prevent costly misunderstandings or costly errors. So in daily lives, for instance, small details they strengthen relationships. Remembering important dates, noticing when someone is quiet, or offering a kind word at the right time or at the right moment. These can mean more than grand gestures. These actions, they make others feel appreciated. They make others feel seen. The small details, they also matter in our own personal growth. Small habits such as organizing your space, planning your day, or correcting small mistakes build discipline and confidence over time. Ignoring these things may seem harmless, but some people, I should remind them that small problems often grow when they are left unattended to. willing to slow down when needed. When you care for the small things, you create a strong foundation for bigger roles. In the end, success is really about one big moment. It is built through many small, careful choices made every day. That's a word of motivation or advice on this Friday. Take it with you as you enjoy the weekend. In just a moment, we'll be speaking with Felicity Ahafionyo from the Ghana Met. So she tells us what to expect in terms of weather this morning and for the rest of the day. So those of you who rely on the weather for your daily activities, our fisher folks, our farmers, our brothers and sisters, you can be armed with the right information to protect yourself. And right after we speak to Felicity Ahafionyo, we'll get into the newspaper review segment. I have a few papers in front of me this morning. We'll get into the details of some of them. And then, of course, we'll visit some online portals as well. Make sense of the stories they are reporting there, dissect them, understand them, make sense of what they are saying, advise ourselves, and then inform policy decision as well. With the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Banner headline on the front page of the Ghanaian Times is that President Mahama calls for African unity to spark renaissance. That story is on page 12 of the paper. On page 14, medical examination before visa mandatory for Hajj 2026 pilgrims. Also, Ghana attracts $152.1 million FDI in 2025. By FDI, I mean foreign direct investment. $152.1 million. On page 9 of the paper, it says that 58% of Ghanaians optimistic about country's direction. That's according to an IEA survey, and that story is on page 9. On page 12, 5 NPP presidential aspirants signed pact to accept results. 5 of them: Brian Champon, Engineer Kwabena Japan, Dr. Baumia, Kennedy Japan, and Dr. Yawase Aduchum. All 5 of them have signed the peace pact to accept the result of the 31st January polls. Get into the details today and this morning. The back page, SIF hands over UG Biotechnology Center to contractors. The Daily Guide this morning is also reporting and talking about the NPP flag bearer race. Candidates signed peace agreement. It comes with a picture of all 5 of them holding hands. All 5 of them holding hands. Kennedy Japan, Brian Champon, Dr. Baumia, Osei Aduchum, and then Kwabena Japan. That story is on page 3 of the paper. Also, according to the minority leader, Alexander Peyomarkin, it says, peace not accidental. And that story is on page 6 of the paper. And of course, it is in relation to the peace pact signing by the candidates. Mustafa Hamid drops fight against OSP charges on page 6. Also on page 6, I believe Oforiatta will return. That's according Financial Times newspaper on the front page, food glut crisis worsens as imports and policy delays threaten food security. Food glut crisis worsens as imports and policy delays threaten food security. Also, Otin JC urges government to seize once in a century opportunity to industrialize economy. Public optimism returns as economy stabilizes. GIADEC rejects reports of Valco sale, confirms equity partner talks. And finally, the Business and Financial Times front page says that rural banks face tougher outlook as fallen rates squeeze income. The Daily Guide on page 3 says that NPP flag bearer raise candidates sign peace pact. I read to you some excerpt of the story, and it says that the 5 flag bearer aspirants of the NPP have communicated and committed to a peaceful conduct before, during, and after the presidential primaries on January 31. The aspirant candidate Japan, former member of parliament for Ascent Central, Dr. Brian Champon, MP for Abatifi, and former minister for agriculture, Dr. Baumia, former vice president, Dr. Yawase Aduchum, former minister for education, and Kwabene Japan, former presidential press secretary and MPP general secretary, were all present at the ceremony. And the pact demands of the aspirants to agree to acknowledge that the process was conducted in line with principles of transparency, fairness, and inclusivity. It also requires them to accept that they were all afforded full and equal opportunities to participate at every stage of the process. Now, by signing the peace pact, the aspirants also pledged to accept the outcome as a valid, authentic, and binding expression of the will of the delegates and the collective decision of the party, while their witness were also made to sign. Well, the aspirants were further asked to commit to diligently and conscientiously work to support the winner of the MPP primaries and in securing a sweeping or working majority in the next parliament of analyzing everything, anticipating everything. He does not want anything to go past him. He did not just come to sign and go home. And the others, they play the role of we are here for unity, which they were. But also, they had their own interest in mind. Everyone knew the cameras were on, so everyone was comporting himself. Even though everybody was wanted to look the part, there's still something that made yesterday very interesting. Kennedy Japan, he paused. He waited. He spoke. It was not loud, but it was screaming. It was not disrespectful, but it was concerning. Some say that it was deliberate as well. If you're watching the video on Facebook, if you have joined us on Facebook right now, you'd see that while Kennedy Japan was signing the document, he paused, he waited. In fact, as if he was saying that, hold on, this thing we agreed on, why is this part of it missing? The missing clause maybe about voting and collation happening at the same centers. Things may sound technical, but politically, my brother, it is huge. It can take you like rapture if you are not careful. So to Kennedy Japan, it wasn't just the type, it was a question of trust. Of course, in Ghanaian politics, man's trust is not there. So eventually assurances were given, no explosion, no walkout, but the message landed. Everything went as it was expected to go. But whatever message somebody wanted to convey, that message was conveyed successfully. Sixtus Don Ulo is here with me. Sixtus, good morning, good to see you. How are you doing?
God is good.
Nice. What do you have for us this morning?
God is good.
Just come with some energy. Let's see some of the papers and see if there are a few stories we can find in a few of them. The happenings concerning the NPP. You saw the signing of the Peace Pact yesterday.
Yes.
What did you make of it?
Do you want me to say it honestly?
Yes. Speak with all honesty.
This will amount to nothing. In fact, it is meaningless.
They have signed documents yesterday and a few hours after.
It's not a document. It's not a paper that you sign.
Of course.
It is how you conduct your campaign. The last 8 days are crucial. Whether we are going to be seeing the last-minute jabs, whether we are going to be seeing and already yesterday or 2 days ago, there were some of the headlines that said, in fact, there was one exciting one. It says, Oseche Mensa Bonsulusi School. Is it blast or attacks Kennedy Japan? I'm trying to recall exactly what I read.
One of the headlines?
One of the headlines.
Just after the ceremony?
This was in the afternoon,
okay.
So I don't quite recall.
Okay.
My point is that it is not about signing papers that would commit. It's not a paper that will commit, not the candidates. I'm not even particular about the 5 of them.
Right.
I'm concerned with the utterances, the attitudes, the social media war among supporters. You find people on the Kennedy Japan side in a straight-up war with those on the Alaji side.
Right.
Now, some of the things that have been said are so hurtful that merely coming to sit down to sign a piece of paper will not take away the hurt. Especially when you know that the attacks, and I'm not using attacks mildly, the attacks are coming from within. That these are your own people. These are people who should sit around the same table with you. people that would be called upon to, if you like, prosecute the larger interest going beyond the flag bearer election. These are people that you call brothers in arms. These are people you say you are aligned along the same ideological lines. These are people you say you can trust. You won't trust the NDC man, but you will trust an MPP man merely because the person is an MPP man. Debatable as that statement may be. So if this person you call a brother turns around to attack you, says all sorts of hateful things about you, some have questioned the membership of Alaji. He's not a true MPP member. Obada Ben, he's not qualified to lead us. He's a small boy who was he's an adopted child.
He's a foreigner.
He's a foreigner. To the extent that his wife was forced to come to his defense in the public space. Then you wake up one day and say, come and sign paper that you will accept whatever the outcome is, that you will not allow fight to mar the process. That I'm asking, JFK.
Yes. The General Secretary.
Yes. Prior to this, were there any engagements with the candidates? Did the party council of elders sit down with the candidates to try to iron out the differences? Or they just woke up one morning to come and sign a piece of paper? Did the National Executive Council sit down with the five of them and try to tell them, look, we are in this together. This is a common fight. Beyond this, we will need all five of us and our respective factions. Please, let's all come together and do this. Otherwise, the larger party interest will suffer. Did that ever happen? Was there any engagement between the party's parliamentary caucus and the five candidates, whether individually or all together at the same time, prior to the signing of this piece of paper?
Well, we understand from the executives of the party that they spoke with them before the signing. But for Kwesi Kwarteng, he says that the document should have been given to them before, but they received it right there and then. So there are two stories we're hearing on that subject matter.
And what you have said is also different from what I'm saying. Okay, so Kodia will call. Alaji, we are going to sign peace pact between or amongst all of you on Thursday. So we will meet there and we will sign the paper. Or that's the one side.
Yes.
The second thing, which is what I'm talking about, is the party acknowledging that the campaign has been rancorous, it has been chaotic, the infighting has simply been too much. The division is glaring. It's not, we cannot pretend about it. We can't pretend. The infighting has been clear. It's been apparent. So you can't come and say, wake up one morning and say, Alaji, come and sign.
And then that is
and
it.
That is it.
It covers
No.
everything. You are putting a plaster on top.
So executives together with council of elders meet them, or if you like, identify a mediator. Let this person sit with them and say that, see, we have insulted each other too much. We have exposed too much. We have given too much ammunition to our enemy, the NDC, through this internal process. All the things that Kennedy said about Alaji. If Alaji wins, can Kennedy come back and take back those words?
That is what Brian also is saying, that, I mean, there's no guarantee supporters of either two of them will support the other.
The other, exactly. Exactly. So it should have been a whole process leading up to the signing of the paper.
Right.
See, I keep calling it paper because that is what it is.
Even
there was no spirit behind that exercise.
Even the day of the signing, even the paper itself had concerns.
Thank you.
The paper itself had, the video of Kennedy Japan.
Yes.
It was very clear that the man was not happy with something.
Exactly.
And apparently it was a clause inside the agreement that did not sit well with him. So did it mean that?
So it means he was seeing it there.
Yes, that is what it means. So Kwesi Kwarteng is a spokesperson of the Kennedy Japan campaign team, and then he clarified the concerns raised by his candidate during the signing of the Peace Pact. That what happened yesterday. Okay, so during the ceremony, Mr. Japan was observed raising issues with the party officials, prompting questions about his objections. Well, according to Kwesi Kwarteng, the missing provision stated that voting centers would also serve as collation centers where results would be declared. And he added that the aspirants were supposed to receive copies of the Peace Pact ahead of the signing ceremony so that they can familiarize themselves with its contents. But this did not happen, according to Kwesi Kwarteng. Initially, the expectation was that the organizers would serve the parties with the documents of the Peace Pact so that they would have read earlier and know the details of the content of it before they came for the event and undertake the ceremony. Unfortunately, we did not get the documents as earlier agreed amongst the parties. So Ken had the first-hand opportunities to go through the document at the venue. And then he explained,
at the venue?
Yes. And then he explained that prior engagement between the aspirants, the Presidential Election Committee and the Electoral Commission had produced a consensus that voting centers would double as collation centers with results declared at those same locations. He added that it was also agreed that any voting center where security was compromised would not be counted, and that this understanding was expected to be captured in the Peace Pact. Quote, before that, the parties had earlier agreed with the Presidential Election Committee and the Electoral Commission that where the voting centers would also be used as a collation centers and the declarations would also be made there. And so in the event that any mishap or security is compromised, these centers may not be counted. That was what was agreed at the aspirant level, together with the Electoral Commission and the Presidential Election Committee. He further disclosed that following the objection raised by Kennedy Japan, the chairman of the Presidential Election Committee, Joseph Osei-Wusu, acknowledged that the omission was an error and gave a verbal assurance that the clause would be inserted.
What's the clause again?
That the voting centers can serve as collation, would double as collation centers.
And it will be inserted after the
that's
paper
what I'm
has
asking.
been signed.
I mean, you are a lawyer. How do you reconcile these things? The paper has been signed already. This is according to Kwesi Kwarteng, that the chairman of the committee came to tell Kennedy Japan, and that he said the omission was an error.
And who was the chairman of the committee?
Joe Osei-Wusu.
Yes,
former deputy speaker.
Yes.
He's the chairman of the committee.
Yes.
This is what he came to tell Kennedy Osei-Wusu. That this is what he came to tell Kennedy Japan.
But he himself is a lawyer.
Yes, he is a lawyer.
In fact, he's a senior lawyer.
Doesn't work like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Are you able to sign a document, finish it, and then later make insertions? It doesn't work like that.
If a contract allows the parties to, I don't want to use the word amend.
Edit.
You see, it will be dictated by the terms of the contract in itself.
To allow for something like that to be possible.
To allow for, yes. But you don't sign a pact and come back after it has been signed to add or subtract. Will you be doing that in the presence of representatives of the respective parties? Or the chairman will sit in his office and say, okay, because all the candidates already have agreed, let me just take pen and write it inside. What if the wording
Exactly.
Or the phrasing doesn't also sit well with the candidates.
And then this chairman is a party member. He also has interests. Although he may accept it, agree to it or not, he has somebody he will definitely vote for on that day.
You see?
So what's the guarantee and the levels of confidence in all of this?
When I started, there's a point I wanted to make. The reasons I was giving for the fact that this is just a piece of paper that has been, signatures have been appended to, and doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
To the candidates, at least from the demeanor of the candidates themselves.
Yes.
One of the reasons I was going to give is that the national executive itself, the candidates largely have a problem, apart from Alaji. Kennedy Japan has raised concerns about the apparent support of the parties to Alaji. I think Brian Champong has done the same.
Yes.
Now, you have a referee that is not obviously independent, has shown his biases in the game. You know clearly where the interest of the referee lies. The referee should have taken steps to at least reassure all the parties in this that, look, individually, the fact of the matter is that every single member of the NPP, including the national executives, they all have candidates they are going to vote for.
Right.
They have their preferred choice. You can't take, we always say that even the electoral commissioner votes.
Yes.
But you see, you have the right to vote, or you have the vote. It's not all members of the NPP who have the right to vote in this election. So you have the vote, you hold the vote, but where and how you exercise that vote, owing to your role and responsibility in the party, must not be seen clearly to have been given to one or the other candidate. So, well, it's not too late. It's not too late. We still have 8 days to go. And I keep saying that I want to see a strong NPP. I don't want the NPP to become like my party, the CPP. We cannot have a one-party state.
Right.
We cannot have the NDC in government in perpetuity. Even if the NDC is in government in perpetuity, you need a credible opposition. So those the NDC people who are fighting me for saying we cannot have NDC in power in perpetuity, don't fight yet. Even if NDC is in power in perpetuity, you need an opposition that is credible, that has force not just in terms of the voice, but also in the numbers.
Right.
To keep the government in check. So if the party is gradually, the NPP I mean, is gradually imploding.
Gradually?
Yes.
You think it has not?
No, I don't think it's reached there yet. I think there's a good chance it will come out of these primaries in one whole piece. There's a very good chance. And this peace pact was supposed to be a step towards that.
Yeah.
But if the differences from this are not even ironed out properly, if the shirt is ironed and it's still looking cramped up like it's just been pulled out of the bag and thrown over the shoulders of the wearer, then there would be no difference. So, I mean, within the next 8 days, if the NPP does not open itself up to internal fights and invite the police to take over their processes.
We finished elections. We finished the trade for elections long ago. 8 days, that's the time that they should use to come in.
No, it's possible. It's possible. See, what happens between now and the election and the week immediately after the election, It's crucial. Oh no, Crosby. There's hope. I sincerely, because I believe that there are reasonable voices. I mean, voices of reason in the NPP.
That's different from reasonable voices.
Yeah, that's different from reasonable voices.
Afeyo Markin also spoke yesterday.
That's one of the voices of reason.
Yes. He said opposition is painful and lonely.
Of course.
Yeah. And that's when I was saying that maybe that's the reason why right now when you call NPP people now they answer the call. Before you call them, they are holding the phone. They'll call you and say, "Oh, I feel you are coming to call me."
Some of them have started sending us messages. I say, "Oh, bro, how? Me, bro. Now I'm bro."
At first you were so you're a stranger.
Almost every day after the show, we receive messages from some of them. They say, "Oh, but this matter you were discussing, it's a serious matter. Oh, you see, you should look at it this way. You see, these are questions you should be asking. You now know the questions I should be asking. Now you know." It was a song. And now you know. No, but truthfully, opposition is painful. It's lonely. It's poor. Let me add that to the Leonard minority leader's statement. You see, when you're in opposition, all the people who were around you for the fringe benefits, they all scatter. You won't even find them to talk to. All those who would be running around you. Oh, Honorable, can we have an interview on this matter? You see, Honorable, this is you rub the person's hand, or the day power changes hands, you stop calling the person. That's for you, the media people.
Also for you, the media. you are a what?
I mean.
Now you know. If you know, you know. You think about us and
now they know. They say that opposition is painful, it's lonely. I mean, your party has been opposition for forever, so I'm sure you are used to loneliness. You are used to loneliness and pain. But you are used to it, are you not?
Nobody can ever be used to poverty, loneliness, opposition. I mean, how do you get used to these things? But you can understand why the minority leader made that statement. I'm sure it was in the context. We don't get the context. It's just the headline you have read.
Of course.
But you see, I started off by saying that even internally within the party, all the people who would have been running around the majority leader then, minority leader now, you see, oh, Honorable, you see, this project, you see, you need to help the party people get this project. They all scatter. All the people who come and say, oh, even the members of parliament and potential MPs who call and say, oh, Honorable, I am eyeing this seat, and you are one of the people in the party that I think you can help me. If you don't help me, all of those people scatter, they realign. All those party executives at the constituency level, the zone level, who come and say, and our ward, I think, NDC is ward, I think MPP is zone, I don't remember. They will say, oh, the grassroots, we need some funds for the grassroots. Then they will sit in your office from morning to night, waiting for the money.
It's as well.
All of them will scatter.
You said that opposition is poverty. Well, closely linked to that is the Ghana Statistical Service. So this is a lived reality behind poverty in Ghana. For many people, poverty is not abstract. Okay, for you, dear, you don't really feel poverty. I mean, you're a rich man and all of that. So poverty is not abstract. It shows up in overcrowded rooms, missed meals, children falling behind in school, illnesses without health insurance. The latest multidimensional poverty index from the Ghana Statistical Service, it shows that poverty in Ghana is easing, okay? It is reducing. But it is reducing unevenly. By the third quarter of 2025, the national...
It's always been the case, Anna.
Yes, it is. It is going down, but it does not go down evenly. Let me break it down. So, from the Ghana Statistical Service, this is what they are saying, that this is what poverty means. They are saying that it does not only mean no money. Poverty does not only mean no money. They say that a person is called poor if they are often sick and they cannot go to the hospital.
So they cannot afford healthcare services.
Yes. It was the first determinant, the major determinant, okay? If the person did not go to school or stopped early, it is the second, one of the other determinants of poverty. The third determinant. And then if you live in a house with bad toilet, bad water, or overcrowding, and we're talking about overall living conditions.
What if you don't live in a house?
Then it means your own crowd is worse. And then the last determinant is the no steady work or income. So it is not entirely because you are poor. It is not because you don't have money. It means that when you are sick, you cannot go to hospital. You did not go to school, or you stopped early, or your children cannot go to school, or your children stopped school early, or you live in a house with no water, bad water, overcrowded in the place, and many others. The question about whether or not poverty is going down is this. About 22 out of every 100 people in Ghana, they are now poor. If you take 100 people, 100 Ghanaians, 22 of them are poor people. But this is good news. Do you know why? Because 24 out of 100 were poor before.
So we have brought only 2 out of poverty.
We have left 2. This is the proper breakdown of what the Ghana Statistical Service has said.
So it means that the 22 can afford health services, their living conditions are good, they are educated, and they are employed.
No, it means that the 2 that you have taken out of the 24, they are the ones who can now afford the things.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Sorry. So the 22, the 2 out of the 24,
yes,
can now afford healthcare services.
Yes.
They live, their conditions are good.
Are better.
You are at least able to afford your daily bread.
Yes.
And you are educated.
Yes,
it doesn't matter the level.
You can go to school.
You go, or you can, or you have gone.
You can go to school. Yes.
But everybody in Ghana can go to school.
Not everybody has the money to go to school. Although it is free. I mean, all of that conversation
yes, that's where I'm headed.
So that is...
That driver is not clear.
So it means that many people are slowly improving their lives. Gradually, we are getting there. Now, where are people poor?
I like slowly improving.
God. How do you people say it? Poco a poco. Small. Ichi. How do you say it in your language? How do you say small in your language?
Fin.
Ready. So this is where most of the poor people are living. Like you guess the right, sisters, in the north and in villages. Northern areas, more than half of the people there, they are poor people. This is not me saying, this is the Ghana Statistical
I know,
Service saying.
but it's something I've always contested. I recall some of my engagements with civil society when I was very active with civil society. Auntie Mariada and Beauty, MFA, GII, Ghana Anti-Corruption Again, Ghana, GACC, Ghana, Beauty, I'm sorry, Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition.
Yes.
Is it coalition or campaign?
I think it's campaign coalition or something. GACC.
CC, yes. You know, there was a whole project on multidimensional poverty.
Okay.
What do you call that one? Equity in wealth and resource distribution. Yes, there was a whole project civil society undertook, and spearheaded by these organizations that I mentioned. I don't know whether CDD was part of that. And the whole idea was that poverty, in bridging the poverty gap, you would have to think more about more equity than equality.
Right, true.
That Crosby is already taller than Kunzo. So how do you address the problem in such a way that Crosby does not reduce in height, but Kunzo is augmented to be at par with Crosby? So are you giving Kunzo a stool to stand on so that he can be at the same level with Crosby? Or you are taking you are chipping off Crosby's, if Crosby was wearing heels or shoe, you remove it so that Crosby will come down to the level of Kunzo, which is a no. And I had always argued that, look, if you say poverty is endemic in northern Ghana, and you look at the resource allocation continually does not favor northern Ghana.
So how then do you want to solve
How then do you address that problem with northern Ghana?
So you know the problem is there.
You know the problem is there.
But you don't want to solve the problem. All the time you come and
you
say
are
that the
pretending
problem
to be
is there.
solving the problem. And you are continuing to use the problem to get money from other people. So you continue to use the same people in your poverty campaigns. But actually, when the intervention eventually comes, it does not address the people in whose name the intervention was campaigned for. So it's like telling me that for northern Ghana, you are building toilets. But for southern Ghana, you are building factories. Or you say that in education, the distribution of education facilities. So think about science and science labs in the various senior high schools. That the whole of northern Ghana, the well-equipped science laboratories or science resource centers, as they were called, I don't know what they call them now, were like 5. So how do you bridge the gap?
True. What you're saying is very true. And then big towns like Accra, fewer poor people. And then they also say that village or rural life is harder than the town life, of course. Now, who suffers?
No, I don't agree. Village life is sweet, simple. You can ask Kunzo. Village life is very simple. It's calm.
Yeah.
You eat better. You can be in town eating your shawarma. I'm in my village eating my share fruit or my mangoes. I live longer than you do.
So who suffers the poverty the most?
Oh, but that one is...
People who did not go to school. People who have no job. People who live in villages. People who are not married but living together. And people who do not have health insurance.
See how hard I'm thinking about it.
So which one I think about? They're married, they're not married and living together a bit all.
Let's start from the top. Education, people who did not go to school.
Yes.
Doesn't make about a lot of our rich people, how many of them went to school?
Okay, so
You want us to go down this path?
this is a survey, okay? And then we cannot be singling out people or instances on the average. Is this not the reality? You don't think so?
You see,
If you take 10 people, the people who went to school of the 10 people, and then those who did not go to school of the 10 people, which of them do you think can exit the poverty bracket easily? Be real. In Ghana.
can exit.
Yes. Can exit, will exit or can exit, the two of them, any of them.
Crosby, I don't want to be too philosophical with
I
this.
think that's what you are doing. I think you're overthinking this.
See, me, I have a degree, first degree. I have a master's. No, I have a first degree in social sciences, a first degree in law. I have a master's. I have a qualifying certificate in law. That's how many if you like, degrees. 4. Some of my friends who, right after our first degree, they decided to hell with the rest of us.
Yeah, to do work.
Yeah. They are richer than me today.
Okay, I get that. Now, to those of your friends too who you started life with in the village, who did not go to school,
who didn't continue after JSS.
Yes.
For instance.
Who in fact, who did not go to school at all, or who stopped somewhere, and you have gone past them. If you take that number of friends, and then you compare with those who have become well-to-do, who also stopped school, which of the numbers is more?
Those in the village, those with cattle, they are richer than me.
You're not answering my question. You are not answering my question. What I'm asking you is that...
You see, I'm just trying to... I agree with you. Okay, so
I think
point is...
You're just stressing...
I agree with you. But I'm also trying to underscore the point that education in this country does not necessarily make you...
That is true. We get it.
Exactly. But when it doesn't necessarily bring you out of poverty.
But it's true. But when you introduce it in a conversation like this, you are diluting it. You are not making people know that the reality is there. So these are the people who suffer the poverty the most. And then the biggest problems, or what causes the poverty the most? No health insurance, bad toilets, living conditions, the ones we spoke about, poor housing, children not going to school and all of that. Now, Ghana Statistical Service says that government should help people get insurance, improve toilet and houses, help children stay in school, and then create jobs, especially in villages, the one you were talking about. That you cannot decide to be building toilet facilities in the village and then creating factories
in the cities.
In the city, and then you want the poverty levels in the village to stop. It does not happen like that. So that is
so if you want to do a fruit juice factory, don't go and put the farm in the village and put the factory in the city.
Maybe they say that the village, but people are not there to let the factory be put to proper adequate use.
What will uplift the village? Bringing
people to the village. If people come to the village, then the factory will be useful.
Bringing resources to the village.
Yes, it means people will
so
go
if
there.
you put a yam processing factory in Ulu, you think I'll be sitting in Accra? I'm from Ulu. I won't be sitting in Accra.
So that's it about the multidimensional poverty. It is a measure that captures deprivations in health, education, and living conditions and employment. So it fell to 21.9% in the third quarter of 2025. This is down from 23.9% in quarter 1 of 2025. And then 23.1% in quarter 2 of 2025. And it is marking the third consecutive quarterly decline in 2025. So in absolute figures, roughly 7.2 to 7.3 million Ghanaians, they were multidimensionally poor by quarter 3. 7.2 to 7.3 million Ghanaians, multidimensionally poor by quarter 3 in 2025. But that number is good because it is a decline from about 8.2 million in late 2024. So 2024, 8.2 million Ghanaians were multidimensionally poor. Now, in 2025, last year, 7.2 people were multidimensionally poor. So over the 1 year period from quarter 3 2024 to quarter 3 2025, about 950,000 people have moved out of poverty. Okay? 950,000 people have moved out of poverty. I know, Frederick, are you among of the 950,000 people? Maybe. So from quarter...
those are absolute figures.
These are absolute figures. Quarter 3, 2024 to quarter 3, 2025. Within that same period, 950,000 people have moved out of poverty. And then more than 360,000 have exited poverty between quarter 2, 2025 and then quarter 3, 2025. Is this the point that is because Abai Papa Ba or something? Has Abai Papa come, sisters? Is that the reason why?
Are you looking for trouble?
And this is just 2025. Quarter 2, quarter 3, 360,000 people. So we go back to the regional disparities. It remains large. Northeast Savannah regions recorded poverty rates above 50%. And it is, of course, higher than the national average. Greater Accra Western region, they kept the rate below 20%. Rural poverty was about 31.9% versus 14.2% in urban areas in quarter 3, 2025. So the social and education disparities, households, heads with no formal education, they saw poverty incidences 38.5% compared to 5.7% for those with tertiary education. Unemployment was linked with higher poverty rates, while formal sector employment had much lower rates. So we're talking about some 5% here. We're looking at the main contributors: health deprivations, living conditions, and then expanding national health insurance as a policy strategy or advice from the Ghana Statistical Service. So the summary is that Ghana's multidimensional poverty rate has declined steadily through 2025, reflecting progress in access to services and basic living standards. However, regional, rural, urban, education, and the social inequalities, there remain significant obstacles to equitable and sustained poverty reduction. So this is it from the Ghana Statistical Service. Sixers Dowolo is still here with me. Sixers, let me take your final words on this, and then maybe we'll take a few calls, and then we'll start the conversation in sports.
Few words. Let's focus on resources to rural Ghana. Let's focus on education in rural Ghana. Let's not put the best doctors in Accra and send those we cannot trust to rural Ghana. For those professionals who agree to go to rural Ghana, let us ensure that they don't regret going or accepting postings to rural Ghana. Let's focus more on rural Ghana. Let's put a few of the factories in rural Ghana. Yes, you can have a farm in the village and you can have a factory in the village as well. What you would need would be a good road connecting the village to the city, so that once the factory produces, transportation to the point of sale is not a problem. Let us rethink an even distribution of the wealth, of the resources, so that rural Ghana is not left out. Let me, as part of the voices, let me also say, take this, just quickly read out this message. It says you can sign an agreement or contract subject to amendments. Okay. Yes, we agree on that. In the circumstances, therefore, adherence to the terms of the agreement is not binding until the amendment is made. Well, I go back. So I agree with the first statement, but remember that I said even within inherent in the contract is the fact that, or the pointer, the indicator that so and so clauses are subject to amendment or agreement. We don't need a strong opposition party for now, given the performance of the NDC, the extent of the destruction the NPP inflicted on the economy in Ghana, and what the NPP in opposition is to do. Okay.
Sisters, we have to go. We have to pick a few calls so that sports will come. But Gabi Asaro, you know him, right? Yeah, he says that he believes Oforiatta will return to Ghana. He says
but that's not, we all believe Oforiatta. That is not a problem.
He says that he believes he will come. He's a very strong man mentally.
So. Mota, don't you believe Oforiatta will come? Abiam, don't you believe? He will definitely come. The how and the when is the question.
There are people who believe he will not come.
No, he will definitely come. What will he be doing in the U.S.? Oforiatta will definitely come to Ghana.
What makes you very sure?
There are two processes against him.
Yes.
There's an ICE process ongoing. There's an which could result in a deportation.
True.
I don't pray for that. I think it would be too humiliating.
But
there's an extradition process.
So, yes, I get that. People were saying that the ICE process against him, if it gets to deportation, he can go to any other country because he has their passports.
No. When they are deporting you, they deport you straight to your home country. You don't have a choice.
So
when they are deporting you, they deport you.
Normally put you in the plane straight to your home country.
No, they don't just put you in the plane.
What's the determination for the home country?
About where does he come from?
No, that's not you.
Unless at that point, no, he's a Ghanaian, is he not? Or we are now going to begin contesting his nationality.
No, that is not the conversation. What I'm saying is that I've spoken to people who say that there's no guarantee that even if Kenneth Foriata should be deported, the deportation will mean that he will come to Ghana. That is what they are saying. Maybe we'll talk to them.
Okay, what I know. Okay. We may have to do further on that. But what I know is that deportation, once a country says that you are an illegal alien in their country, they are taking you straight back to your country of origin where you came from. And in a lot of the cases, they don't just put you in a plane. You are handcuffed with marshals left on your left and on your right. And given that he's a high-profile person, there may be four of them.
We have to do so. Let's pick a few calls. Mutala, please pardon us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Yes,
good morning.
Quickly, your name and where you're calling from. We don't have a lot of time today.
Please, my name is Bryce Foyle from Abotokan.
Right, talk to us.
Let me say good morning to my Honorable John and Honorable Alaj Yakunde in charge of operations, Honorable Peter T. and Honorable Raouf. Kenneth Foriata, deliver for my family. Because Kenneth Foriata is new finance minister for good 7 years. Every year, questionable, Emma and me, near Chino said, Wakoyo overstay America. Share, Ushe SRC Don Dramani Mama, any honorable at 240, honorable Shamid Smoke. Say, yeah, or move your share, and now I'm look at it. You're good, I hear two or my women, and I'm Shamid uncertainty. You're refining your good, or my grandmother. And to say your position, or your way, your position, because MPP for now, buying out making up a board, my I don't mind you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Noble.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Thank you very much. This is Ajano One from Kwabena. Let me say good morning to my MC, Mr. Agbo and Makuku and Badi Gibril. One of the I say good morning and not up. In fact, I am confused because Abu Sika's property in some ways have been seized. And if can forget I will not know that it's about corruption and certain things, and can forget to have proper campaigns and companies here, and we are still worrying talking about Kenofogata. We just want how he will come back. Let's seize his property and all he's done is not at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm very fine, thank you. Talk to me, sir.
I'm sure my district in Akuga to a shaman and Isham. Opening a vacuum for that issue. No or no effort, and you know. Before, finance ministers don't do a since 1992. The patrol the more and the children through men a quarter of the so what they are meant to be for farmer and to then will actually if you may what to him have so need what I don't want to run him. Engineer Papa, and no, there could be a may pop by so common. I mean, Fan Bragana. No mistake in Ram.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Again,
Professor, talk to me.
But I'm going to Castle Barrier.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, my minion way, Minchio, Namcham Chairman, HMS will not say that. Names the honorable Sessa one in a good board, a cameo. William Eganan, woman do a market into Waka ice now. What can offer to ice and on ice by an oil and number ice and I don't have it. In Timpocho, I know what you because I can't tell there. We ice now, Ocean War, American. On family and Cabia, where the one for them blog and no film. And say, I ice or I am a man, I do ice, I watch and I shower. I am Pocho, I am watching. Nam or Chunumutain. Can of flat Chunumutain, Serrano or Baba or Bednoba County at Romano. And when they in Mugatiatono, one cata a whole finance minister, baby, above Brazil. na ehwe na wankasa ehwe pajamas na we what normal what I show onsa na obi a lo show what them we emgwasi mu and na we penfo kan de we software o flat o Christmas time a we ntwa no eya wadan ka o yesu amen dem nso sɛ ntɔ tena Ghana ha ɛna nka Ghana yankasa yɛde no kɔkɔɔta nka wade time kɔdidi nom but aban freezing asset ɔbaba medase.
Thank you, Professor. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
Bacho Aziz in Mekasasi Dome.
Aziz, talk to me.
Yeah, that's in Ejuma Pap. Bacho Karis Makasi. I mean, Enshran will be Wobia. And a lawyer Zuma, I will Tema Port or Wade and Bona Hoba. And a Gaspar, I will Tema West. Over the local Biazwa. My only MCE, Honorable Agbo. And a John Agbavo, and Mr. Romania. Bacho, say Mra, I will ho Ampa. By this time, no can free at Anwa. I see Ghana law no MPC no. Young fan say abrochi oko share ye no sumpo no a na komo mpo na mba enti de ka ye ne de. Me no ye be ta asem nyina abrochi omo pam no e ba no a ye sa mamra e wa ha no enye adwuma enye se bia ye be sa ye ono so yodo na ye hu be bia asem no ko. Because you see anu a MPP for no mo sine abai we me nkan dada omo sine ye say omo no omo timi chi NDC be 11 e da tum yen kire MPP ba kwa na MPP NDC timi chi ne tum government timi chi ne tum because omo de bia ye chantora go omo so enye yi bia nti court no debe e na me say wuntimi na wo court no so na ono so da we are yet timi chi oni ba kwa entum aba ye nim say omo ye corrupt omo ye nem oba di omo we omo lutu omo we body. And after now, you go show me that. And I can for that. Okay, the offend actually Ghana.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost the caller there. We'll pick a few more calls, maybe 2 or 3, and then we'll get into sports. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Talk to me. Your name and where you're calling from.
This is Elias.
Elliot, let's listen to you, sir.
Minia. Ghana. Your Interpol. Sao. I need to Ghana. It's for Utmi. Fight Interpol. Factory for that about Ghana. Because oh no, I the customer support as because almost 3 about almost 3 years because Ghana for me say for that Ghana for bonnie and now a Ghana bonnie. I want to all shape for that or 3 years or to what 3 years. Because Interpol ye juma ba ka ba jisam aka Interpol edikeno for ya kaba so it why there. Oh, come on.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Hello,
this is Papa BC.
Yes, sir. Papa, talk to me, sir.
Yeah. The good run of His Excellency President Mohammed's government is really solid. All because he has an able team of the Chief of Staff, Julius Zebra. We have good appointees, like those CEOs like Kenzo or VRA, and then TDC boss Corey McCaffrey, Edward Bauer as well, and all, but they are all doing so well. Then the goal board, you see how the city is becoming that strong. I get my point. So the MPP, they should come online. They should join us to build Ghana and stop saying negative things about this very government. I get my point. But there's something that I need to let you understand, my brother. It seems as if we are talking about tractor drivers reducing their fares and things like that. We have notable companies like those who produce farm yogurt and farm milk and things like that. Then the Guinness Malt people, they are not bringing their prices down. Meanwhile, when they go to the pump, the MD and fleet of their vehicles, they buy fuel at a very cheap cost. Are you getting my point? Why are they not saying that they are part of Ghana by, reducing their costs, their products? The price of their product in the market. Why are they that? They are trying to be wicked.
Thank you, sir.
You understand me? We are saying tractor drivers, they too, producers of farm yogurt, farm milk, and then Guinness malt, their prices are high.
Thank you, Papa.
And it's not making the young one, our kids to enjoy the goodness of His Excellency Your Mama's government. They have to reduce their prices.
Thank you, sir. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Noble Crosby.
Oh, yes, sir. Talk to me.
Yes, this is Yuma calling from Amamole. Should I go on?
Yes, please go on.
Yes, my brother, we've been talking and highlighting about NPP's violent nature in this country, my brother, since time memorial. And always this political party, whether they are in governance or in opposition, they always manifest their violent nature. Look at this former parliamentary candidate, New Norton. My brother, I mean, what am I saying? I'm even ashamed of myself, my brother.
What has he done? What has he done? Why are you accusing him?
Yes, the point is, I'm talking about their violent nature.
What?
I mean, going to the extent of stabbing his own wife beyond the shores of this country, in the U.S. That's what I'm trying to say. They've been doing this within our country here, and now they've extended it far, far, far beyond. My brother, why? NPP, why? Look at your wife. Now he's cautioning his own people that they are not in governance or they are not in power anymore, and therefore their followers should be cautioned if anyone misbehaves. My brother, look at what they did.
Thank you.
Ayawasu, Techima, and all that. Today you are questioning them that because they know the law, they know the rule of law, but just that they overlook those rule of law and then let violence take place.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Crosby.
sir.
I'm there from Machimota.
Talk to me. You're my last caller for the morning.
Okay. Yesterday I was very looking forward to speak about your transport discussion. And right now, especially what you guys were pointing, the places you guys were pointing, Medina and others. Normally, I pick a car from Medina to La Paz on Mondays. Last week, no, this very Monday, the line that was over there was serious. So like a car came from there, taking only La Paz. So I joined the La Paz car to where I am coming. And the driver said he is taking 7.5 instead of what 7 CD. So I asked him, what is the reason for this price? Then he said, the boys over there took 40 CDs from him. What was it? Say, focus about for boys be in the home, or Mukiti India and this and maybe. So, when Nefis away a driver, Nefis a wood friendly for us, but a Sabas for Nefis, one more car, they can destroy your car. And according to the driver, not say, Mutu play a sell car, that is why he gave that 40 CDs. So he's taking extra 50% on the normal fare.
Right.
So the question I want to please ask is that for now, in a bus stop now, or force Asian drivers, a GC and black bank, no gonna have my more a final side to me, no, so
thank you.
because if the road ministry, if they know that those people over there are illegal people, they are just destroying the system, and they are still sitting and looking on. Please and please again. People, those in charge should work see to it that all those people are the violence bus stops.
Right.
They have been removed from there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Chala, good to see you. What's in the package for us today? Do you have any more circle stories?
Well, I enjoyed the conversation that was happening. I'm just a bit confused. I was a bit confused. It was last night that I got to actually understand that the attire that Ken Ofuriatta was wearing during the trial was actually a uniform meant for offenders.
Yes,
I was like,
He was
is that
wearing
not our former finance minister? I thought he was in his pajamas and he had woken up and was relaxing and
yeah, detectives that they want to wear pajamas.
yes. So it was yesterday that someone actually explained in details to me, and I was like, wow.
Have you ever seen Ken Ofuriatta in pajamas?
I thought he was relaxing in his attire. So it was a relaxed
wearing
one.
a jumpsuit.
Wow.
That's
When we were in primary school, there was a book called How the Mighty Are Falling.
Like this one.
Because to see someone who was almost like the torchbearer when it comes to our finance in Ghana, everybody looks up to him. When the budget's about to be read, I remember him in his white attire, holding his bag and all that. Everyone wants to watch him. And to move from that to this, I mean, anything can happen. And everything is possible in the world. Everything is possible. Apart from maybe Arsenal not winning the Champions League.
Oh, the league credit will not win that.
Let's quickly get some sports updates here on 3FM Sunrise with me, Mutalaya Kubu. Coming up this morning, Ghana Premier League Match Day 20 returns this weekend with a lot of action to look forward to. Also, in the English Premier League, a lot of games up there this weekend. We'll see Arsenal take on Manchester United, a game that many would be watching. And also, Andrea Yu has spoken for the first time at NAC Breda, and he said a lot of this. So let's start off from the local scene where Asante Kotoko head coach Karim Zito says he remains positive despite the team's difficult start to 2026. The Porcupine Warriors are yet to win a league game in 2026 and travel this weekend. They will actually be home as they face Baseke Holy Stars in Match Day 20.
Positive mentality, because we need to win this game. We have to take this game seriously, both technical and then the players themselves. Positive attitude and win at all costs. You have to make your intention known and then you work towards that. And that is what we are working towards. And I still hold it because it's not too late. As I said, it's a marathon race. Some can start well, and then there will be a time when the gap is reached a certain stage, then you can give up. But I don't give up till it ends. So we are still fighting for it.
Karim Zito says that he's not giving up on winning the title with Asante Kotoko. But Match Day 20 fixtures will see 11 Wonders take on Hartlepool tomorrow at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. That game will be live on TV3 and on Onuya TV at 3:30. There's also Brecum Chelsea against BBN Gold Stars, where Bichim United will come up against Heart of Lion. Samatex, they will take on Nations FC with Hoho United playing Vision. Dreams would face Young Apostles. All Blacks would be at home in Swedru as they welcome Adriana, where the Mediama, who are league leaders, also taking on Karela. Away from the Ghana Premier League, let's do some more here because Ghana has recorded a major landmark moment in beach soccer. Portia Opong has become the country's first female FIFA beach soccer referee. Portia, who hails from Achema Abu Abu, began her refereeing career in 2015 after completing SHS. In an exclusive interview with 3 Sports, she expressed her excitement after attaining this feat.
I'm very happy and excited to be here. It's a big privilege for me. The feeling, actually, it is. Let me say, it is not easy feeling is so different because one, you call for fitness tests, you also call for courses. So in these two categories, you are supposed to excel. That is the fitness, and then that is the examination, and then the courses involved. Now you have to excel in it.
Portia there talking about being a beach soccer referee. Elsewhere, Vice President Professor Jane Nano Pokuajimai has urged the sports ministry to do more. The Vice President welcomed the progress on operationalizing the sports plan, saying it enhances Ghana's international image.
So I just want to assure you, I want to congratulate you and assure you that our doors remain open. We are here to support you. We want you to know that we have your back. We have your back every step of the way to ensure that sports shines, that the people in sport, and all of you, the ministry, the players, everyone.
That is Vice President Professor Jane Nano Poku Ajimai. Let's now head to the camp of former Black Stars captain Andre Ayew, who has expressed his admiration for former Ghana international Matthew Amoah. The pair are working closely together at that side in Agbreda after Ayew joined the club earlier in January. Now Amoah works as the strikers coach at the club, while Ayew is looking to help steer the club, who are battling relegation.
It's a great opportunity. I think what he has done for this club and what he has done in his career in the national team is top. And for me, when I was growing up as a young boy and I was in the youth in Marseille, etc., you know, he and Asamoah Gyan were the strikers in the national team, and he was scoring so much. So they were part of the people who we looked up to. So after I got to know him, see how he plays, see how he trains, and for me today to be here with him in a club that he knows inside out, for me is only beneficial to have a big brother here, because he can guide me, make me understand how the city thinks, how the fans think, how things go around here, for me to adapt very, very quickly. So for me, it's all beneficial, and I'm very, very lucky to.
Now, Matthew Amoah also took time to talk about how instrumental he was in Andre Ayew joining NAC Brother.
Because of me, that's why Andrew was here. Of course, maybe I can say it's because of me, because he watched also my video where I played for NAC, and the respect that they have for me. And he also thought, it's a good club. I played here, so they know some of the Ghanaians. So I did not. They asked me whether it's fit, because I saw also his videos, sometimes training with his dad. And some not old, but former Ghanaian players that he trained with his dad. So like Wakaso,
Kassim Adams, a lot of boys.
I said, he's fit, but maybe it's not game fit.
Matthew Amoah there talking about Andre Rami Morgan Ayew, who now plays for NAC Breda. Now, week 23 of the English Premier League games are set to be held this weekend. West Ham United will come up against Sunderland, with Fulham taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. Manchester City would be at home as they take on Wolverhampton Wanderers, with Bournemouth also hosting Liverpool. Brentford will take on Nottingham Forest. Crystal Palace also playing host to Chelsea. Newcastle at the St. James's Park will welcome Aston Villa, with Manchester United travelling to the Emirates to face Arsenal. Then there's Everton against Leeds as well. Now, Tottenham Hotspur's manager, that is Thomas Frank, says that he's focused this weekend on getting the win against Burnley, because Spurs have not been good enough in the recent times.
I think has been exceptional throughout the season. Not only, I know there's a few questions about me, but it's not about me. It's about me, the staff, the players, the club, and that needs to be aligned, and that direction and alignment is very clear from ownership to the board, to Vina, Johan. Everyone is on the same page, and there's a lot of things going in the right direction. We just need to back it up even more. Had lunch with Nick and Johan again today, so I think it's again a good sign of just that support there is, and we need to keep going. We have it's always the next game that is the most important one, and away to Burnley is very important.
Thomas Frank, manager, Tottenham Hotspur. Now, let's finish off with the Australian Open because today we'll see day 6 and the likes of Arena Sabalenka and Carlos Alcaraz would all be in action. But tonight, all eyes will be on hometown hero Alex de Minaur as he faces off against a formidable Tiafoe for a spot in the round of 16. And this is where we call it a wrap with the source updates here on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. There's more after this.
Accra is on lockdown. You're
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something you can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm, it rewrites itself louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Coming to the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Coming to the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
And as we're talking about money, do you want fast, fun, and rewarding games right on your phone? Then welcome to Buzzy Cash, where playing is easy and winning is exciting. Getting started is very simple. Just dial *245# *245# on any network to access the Buzzy Cash menu. And then choose from the exciting games like Ghana Jollof, Gold Mine, or Trotro. The games are Ghana Jollof, Gold Mine, or Trotro. To play Ghana Jollof, dial *245# God is offering discounts selected stations. God is offering discounts on selected stations nationwide. While it is maintaining the quality that projects and protects your engine, as well as to take you further. It is the same trusted fuels enhanced with XP3 additive. God continues to deliver quality fuels that have served the nation for over 60 years. Super XP at 10 cities 99 pesos is now 9 cities 99 pesos. Diesel XP, which originally was 11 cities 96 pesos, is now 11 cities 21 pesos. And Super XP 95, which was 13 cities 97 pesos, has not gone up. It remains at 13 cities 97 pesos. So girls say atituso top pop preco. Girls, good energy.
In the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3 FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3 FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3 FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. The big conversation on 3 FM Sunrise.
Stakes, emotions, tempers are extremely high as a new patriotic party nears its crucial presidential primaries. Aspirants have been campaigning vigorously to woo delegates convincingly. A peace pact ahead of the primaries means a lot to party faithful. Party bigwigs, former statesmen, and leading members of the Kukudu family could not miss this day. Former President Akufo-Addo, former Speaker of Parliament Professor Michael Quay, former Chief of Staff Premier Osei Opare, Minority Leader Alexander Apinyo Markin, and all 5 aspirants showed up. For Chair of the National Council of Patrons, Premier Osei Opare, the party's 2024 loss is largely due to internal wranglings, emphasizing the need for unity and cohesion.
It became clear that our electoral losses, both in parliamentary and presidential elections, can be largely linked to the many internal conflicts within the party and our inability to heal faster. We are unable to forgive ourselves, reconcile, and move on.
Former President Akufo-Addo said the party is bigger than any individual, stressing that unity is a strategic necessity for victory.
This peace pact, this commitment pact, is therefore not a mere ceremony. It is a solemn covenant, a commitment that ambition will not override fraternity, that competition will not descend into hostility, And that once the ballot has spoken, the party will move forward as one.
Minority leader Alexander Apenyo-Mark entreated supporters to prioritize the interests of the party.
Let us protect the party that has given us voice, purpose, and hope. And when the contest is over, let us close ranks, lock arms, and march forward together, stronger, wiser, and united towards victory 2028. Our future depends on it. Our party depends on it. And Ghana is counting on us.
All 5 aspirants committed to peace ahead of the primaries. Although one aspirant, Kennedy Japan, was initially reluctant to append his signature, he finally signed after receiving clarity on questions he had raised. In terms of security, the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyo, revealed that at least 70 police personnel will man each polling station, caution individuals who have openly declared employing macho men on election day to rescind their decision. The IGP has assured of the peaceful elections come Saturday, January 31.
It became clear that our electoral losses, both in parliamentary and presidential elections, can be largely linked to the many internal conflicts within the party and our inability to heal faster. We are unable to forgive ourselves, reconcile, and move on after our internal elections. The National Council of Patrons admonishes that under no circumstance should the choice of the delegates in any of our internal elections degenerate into irreconcilable disagreement, knowing that most of the positions in MPP remain elective positions. This peace pact is not only for aspirants and delegates, but also for all of us as MPP members and sympathizers. Therefore, the need for all aspirants to educate and encourage their supporters to see this important election as a time-tested tradition of our party. And we are all required to come together to prosecute the 2028 election. We need all hands on deck to win 2028.
Let us protect the party that has given us voice, purpose, and hope. And when the contest is over, let us close ranks, lock arms, and march forward together, stronger, wiser, and united towards victory 2028. Our future depends on it. Our party depends on it. And Ghana is counting on us. Political competition is a necessary and healthy feature of every democracy. However, it is how that competition is managed, particularly in moments of heightened ambition and strong emotion, that defines the maturity of a political party and ultimately the stability of the nation. Internal party elections are not merely contests among individuals. They are tests of institutional strength, discipline, and commitment to shared values. The choice to focus on peace at this stage is therefore both timely and commendable. Peace does not happen by accident. It is the product of deliberate leadership, clear rules, mutual respect, and a collective decision to place the long-term interests of the party and the country above short-term personal gain.
The acting chairman of the New Patriotic Party, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the chairman of the Presidential Elections Committee, the General Secretary of the NPP, the Minority Leader of Parliament, the former Chief of Staff, representatives of the National Peace Council, the Chairperson, National Council of Elders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Able to identify all the areas where the elections will take place. We have 276 plus 1 polling centers. We have been able to make our operational plans. We have met all our regional commanders who are responsible for these areas where these elections will take place.
Sunrise on 3 FM, the best.
We have gone over all the preparations over and over and ready to go to the field. In the section of Boku, that is the area that we may need the support of the military. And so we have written to the Interior Minister
Sunrise on
to inform the Minister of Defense
in the morning.
so that we have military support in Boku. All other areas countrywide, the military will be on standby. We are assuring you that at least 70 is the least number of a police number that will be at each police station. We have deployed heavily. All senior officers countrywide are going to be at the police station. We have the inner deployment, the middle deployment, and then the outer deployment. The outer deployment is heavily loaded. I want to assure you that we have done a lot of training and preparation, and that my regional commanders have called me and said that they are even ready for the election today. As the caution has been given by the General Secretary, the caution is that we will not entertain any parasecurity at the police station. We have heard a lot, social media and others. And sometimes some of the leaders of the party have forwarded some voices to me to let me know that some group of individuals are planning to deploy macho men.
3 FM Sunrise.
We are cautioning that the police are more macho than the macho men deploy. And that when it comes to the stage, that these macho men will not take advice from the caution that is given them. And they come to the police station and then we arrest them. I'm pleading. Nobody should call me.
So we invite the General Secretary of the Youth Patriotic
Police
Party,
is ready.
Lawyer.
And so we are giving you all the assurance that we'll do our work peacefully and then we'll contribute heavily to make sure that at the end of the day, the one you want to be the presidential candidate who you want to let the person stand for the MPP party will come out victoriously under a peaceful security arrangement.
3 FM Sunrise.
So, Honorable Chair, the police want to thank you for reposing this confidence in us that you want the police to do this security, to provide a security. And we are happy to come here in our numbers because what is happening today is about signing of peace pact. And because we are peace officers, that is why we have come here in our numbers. All that we want is that there should be peace, so that at the end of the day, everything will go on successfully, and we shall all enjoy the fruits of the exercise that we have gone through. Thank you very much, and God bless everybody as we prepare for this.
We invite the General Secretary of the Youth Patriotic Party, Lawyer Justin Fimpong-Kodia, to give us his statement. Thank you.
3FM Sunrise.
Thank you.
3FM Sunrise.
Our acting national Chairman Smith Dankwa-Putte, our revered former President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, our mother, former Chief of Staff, our Chairman of the National Council of Elders, Dr. Hakmo Usu-Agyemang, our leader in Parliament, Minority Leader Osanhene Afenyo-Markin, our IGP and your men, reps or members of the National Peace Council, our fathers and mothers of the National Council of Elders, colleague national officers, our dear aspirants, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a very important day. It has been termed the peace path, but I will refer to it as a commitment path. The commitment on the part of our aspirants to affirm that indeed they are true patriots, and after January 31st, they will still continue to be true patriots. That is what we refer to as commitment path. Indeed, our constitution is very clear, and all of us here, irrespective of our positions, are governed by our constitution. Sitting down and looking at our Council of Elders, once upon a time, some of them had the ambition to lead this great party of ours. They went through the contest. They didn't win, but they never forgot that they are members of the New Patriotic Party. And today, they are not former presidents. They are not former presidential aspirants, but they are members of our National Council of Elders. So to our 5 aspirants, as you all know, we are going to a contest. Certainly one of you will emerge, not just as a winner, but to take the mantle of leading us to the greater battle in 2028. But the remaining 4, that shall not be the end of your life. Just as you have seen our revered Council of Elders here, maybe one day you will also become Council of Elders of our great party. That's the beauty of democracy. In our quest to ensure that we have a free, fair, and transparent elections, the National Council constituted what we refer to as the Presidential Elections Committee, chaired by our revered Honorable Joseph Osei-Osu. And I'm happy that all the 5 aspirants, wherever they stand, they have commended the work that has been done by the Presidential Elections Committee.
3FM Sunrise.
Again, I also commend my colleague national officers. We may have interests, we may have preference, but we have been able to manage ourselves very well, so to the extent that none of us has publicly been seen endorsing any of the presidential aspirants. And kudos to our national officers also. Acting Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, for every elections, what every aspirant expects is to see a free, fair, and transparent elections. And indeed, by conduct, at least by the Presidential Elections Committee, we can all attest to it that even in the compilation of the album, which is supposed to be the work of the Presidential Elections Committee, in order to ensure transparency and fairness, our aspirants have been involved from day one in compiling the album for the election, which is to guarantee free and fair election come January 31st. Again, also, with respect to security, I'm happy our revered IGP is here. What is important for us as a party is to make sure that aspirants, voters, and even those who have a role to play on January 31st will be able to do their work in a free, fair, and secure manner. And we are sure the IGP and his men will guarantee us total peace and security in all our voting centers. The IGP, I will not do your work for you, but I want to use this medium to send a strong caution to any person in our party or outside our party who has any intention of discrediting or trying to mar the beat of our democracy come January 31st, that be careful, that on that day, the IGP and his men will apprehend anybody who tries to cause chaos on January 31st. Mr. Chairman, I cannot take my seat by also making this important comment to our aspirants. Please, all of you should understand that none of you alone, even when you win, can secure a victory in 2020. And therefore, you will need the support of your brothers to be able to win the elections in 2028. And therefore, let us not see that this is just a fair contest. This is a contest of just how to show that have the support in the party. Whether you have the support or not, when you win January 31st, you will still need our brothers to carry you on for us to win the elections in 2028. And I can assure you that as the administrator of the party, every support that we need to give to all our aspirants, and even after the elections, the process of reconciliation to bring everybody on board, you can trust us that we are fully prepared and ready to support you to make sure that we rally ourselves together to fight for the victory in 2020. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
I think the peace pact underscores the fact that the ideals of the new patriotic party and the party itself is bigger than any one of us. What it means is this: when the elections are held, we have to all wholeheartedly embrace and support the person that wins, fight for the party to win power in 2028. Long story short, it means that we have to sacrifice our individual egos, ambitions for the good of the party.
Now, as who have gone haywire in terms of their public commentary, your party has been described as fake. Do you think an arm should be stretched to some of these persons who have said very mean things about your party?
This is a party that gained 6.7 million votes when we came to power. Which part of that is fake? I mean, let's move on with some of this isolated commentary and rebuild our party towards winning the 2020.
This peace pact, this commitment pact, is therefore not a mere ceremony. It is a solemn covenant, a commitment that ambition will not override fraternity, that competition will not descend into hostility, and that once the ballot is spoken, the party will move forward as one. To the aspirants gathered here today, your conduct will shape the moral tone of the MPP and the future of our country. Your supporters, the grassroots, and the youth of this party are watching you. History will judge not only who wins, but also how all of you conduct yourselves. Let me be clear. The NPP is bigger than any individual. No ambition, grievance, or faction is greater than the elephant. Leadership contests must never weaken the collective cause. Unity is not optional. Unity is not a slogan. Unity is a strategic necessity for victory. So I charge all of you, this peace pact must not only be signed, it must be lived. Over the remaining days, let your campaigns be firm but fair, competitive but respectful. Ours is a tradition that rejects fear, insults, intimidation, and bitterness. Loyalty to individuals must never supersede loyalty to the party. After the primaries, there must be one party, one direction, one destiny. Let me end with confidence on a positive note. I have no doubt that the new patriotic party remains the best vehicle with the best ideas for Ghana's future. Our duty is to keep that vehicle united, disciplined, and worthy of the trust of the Ghanaian people. If we honor our history, respect one another, and put party and country above self, the future of the NPP and of Ghana herself will indeed be bright.
Sunrise.
And so those were some voices from yesterday's event. So yesterday wasn't just about 5 NPP aspirants signing a document. On the surface, it looked calm and polite. Handshake, smiles, and the usual talk about unity and then party first. But there are those who say that underneath, you could still feel the tension. Rivalries and careful calculations were there, even if no one said it out loud. It was like a family meeting, like I mentioned earlier. Everyone was trying to be nice, but everyone was also aware of what is at stake. The peace pact exists for a reason. The party has been under pressure, losing power, dealing with internal fights, and supporters sometimes acting like a street battle. So a messy primary, it could split the party and weaken its chances in the general elections. So the pact is a way to compete fairly without creating chaos. And if you're listening to all the voices we played for you, from former President Akufo-Addo to leaders of the party, unity was a clear message. But the signing had a quiet drama. Kennedy and Japan. We saw in videos over social media that he paused over a missing clause about voting and collation centers. So that pause seemed very small. It was eventually resolved though. But of course, it is something that matters. A reminder that even the smiles and the handshakes, they don't replace trust and accountability. We understand from Kwesi Kwarteng that Joe Osewusu has assured Canadian Japan and his team that that clause will be inserted and finality will be brought to all of that. But at its core, the pact says this: compete hard, but compete respectfully. Respect results, control your supporters, and then back the winner in the 2028 general elections. But the reality too is that this pact does not guarantee perfect behavior. It sets expectations. This is the conversations we're getting into this morning. On our big conversation segment, Ibo Bachman is the Deputy Director of Communications of the United Party. He's joining us this morning. We also have Emmanuel Kuting, the Executive Director of the African Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism. Joining us shortly will be Hamza Suhini Saibu, a private legal practitioner and an NDC communication team member. As we get into the conversation this morning. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you on a Friday morning like this. It's always good to have you in the studio. So, Kuting, how's your commute to the office this morning?
Well, the traffic was quite heavy.
Yeah.
And typical of every Friday, you know. I think we have a lot to do in this country as far as our
transportation is concerned. The traffic on Fridays, it's throughout the day, from morning till evening. It's not morning and evening, morning till evening. Yeah, it's that bad. Uncle Ibo?
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
I think it's the first time we are engaging.
Yes.
We are properly interacting this year.
Yes. When there's no Fridays are for my man Solo, and I was just ambushed. But good to be here, so I'm here representing him. And normally Wednesdays are my days, but today I'm here to represent Solo. So
we thank you for making time.
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you for making time.
It's for God and country.
And what our brothers for?
Yeah, what our brothers for. and my brother Ima is always, anytime we meet, we have interesting,
He's a nice man. He's a nice man.
Yeah.
He's a big man, nice man.
Yeah, yes.
Well, look your party.
Small man, in my small corner.
Your party was in the news. Well, it's in the news.
Hey, my party is a big statement too. Don't mind Solo. Solo was making mischief the last time. My party is so big. You know, the last election I contested as an independent candidate.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still
an
independent-minded person.
It was because
until further notice.
Until further notice.
Because Solo said it last time that
Oh no, you know me and Solo, we always pull each other's legs.
We understand.
Why not?
We understand.
Me and Solo, we all came from the same family, Igbo as well. But for one reason or the other, it's part of the building process. I think ultimately we'll come back as a big family one day. It's just like the teeth and the tongue. Obviously, these things happen.
But let me put it on record that I left the family as far back as 2010.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that point has to be made.
Okay.
So I wasn't part of the.
In fact, Igbo was not treated well because if you look at the circumstances, I went through the same thing.
Yeah,
but good people. The truth of the matter is that in this country, if you stand for the truth, you won't have it easy.
True.
You get all manners of forces fighting you. But that is to show that every struggle comes with certain consequences. Anything that you do and the road is smooth, it will lead you nowhere. But when you start a struggle and the road is very rough, be emboldened and know that the future ahead is good. So ultimately, you see where the party has degenerated into. And unfortunately, we have to be talking about peace parks today.
Yes.
Or the great elephant family. It shouldn't even happen. And you see, sometimes people shy away from speaking the truth. I was happy about listening to our former president when he made a bold statement that no single individual is bigger than the party. Is that Nana Akufo-Addo?
But the man himself was bigger than the party.
Is that Nana Akufo-Addo? They have forgotten the processes leading to Comrade Japon's removal, Kwesi Krab, and Paul Afoko. They have forgotten. You see, it's a testament that power is indeed transient. When you get power, treat the next person nearby very cautiously because tomorrow it may not be in your hands. So to me, my duty this morning, as usual, is to say it as it is because we need a strong opposition party to keep the NDC in checks. And ultimately what is happening within the MPP now, they are fighting among themselves.
Is
and
that
the
not
party divided against them cannot stand.
Is that not the reason why they have to?
NDC.
Is that not the reason why they had to sign the peace pact? Does it not, in a way, contribute to a proper solution to the problems they're having?
The peace pacts, you ask the rationale for a peace pact as a security analyst and a peace builder. How will an institution like the MPP, with all the structures that we have, degenerate into this level? It means that they have to bring these able men who are looking to lead in the country to agree on a common issue, to sign something binding all of them. Able, how many times had the MPP signed peace pact? Where did it lead to? Nothing. It's of no consequences. I think that what the party ought to do is show leadership, make sure that the elections are credible, free and fair. But when you have party executives, former executives, who are preaching peace and campaigning from different candidates, it doesn't augur that thing we are talking about. So MPP is a strong and big institution that we shouldn't get to the level that we are. I say we shouldn't advisedly because that is my parent family. So, I'm not apparently happy the way things have gone. If you listen to the various speeches all those speeches were quite indicting. You cannot absorb any single individual who spoke at the event of the scenes and the current happenings in the party.
So, former President Akufo-Addo, Joseph Osei-Wusu, Freeman Pare,
the minority leader.
They
are to blame for all that is happening. Yes. The truth be told. The truth be told. MPP is looking very pathetic and doesn't look as if the party is ready.
It's not the first time the MPP has signed a peace pact. The first time for 8 primaries, of course, but Bawumia has signed a peace pact with Mr. Mahama before, and the whole idea was that we should get peaceful elections and then ensure that we support or we accept the result of the elections. This should not be a big problem, should it be?
But you see, unfortunately, if you like, paradoxically, the problem of the party was in the meeting.
It was in the meeting?
Yes, the problem of the party is a person, and he was in the meeting.
Who is the problem of the party?
Akufo-Addo.
He's the problem of the party.
All the problems the party is going through. Check prior, the time before he becoming the leader of the party and after. You see the difference between Kufuor era and Akufo-Addo's era. When he became the leader of the party, consistently, the party has been having problems. With the Ima cited example of Kobne Japan, Paul Afoko, and the rest. And the way he took, absolutely, the party became rule of man instead of rule of law. You realize that it's like he was bigger than the party. He became more or less like the constitution of the party. And so all the mess that we are seeing today, he was actually the cause.
I see.
And so I was surprised that they even allowed him to speak.
They should not have allowed him to speak. He's a former president.
I'm coming. You see, you're talking about peace. Akufo-Addo is not a man of peace. You need Kufuor, rather, who is a man of peace. To speak, to bring the people together. But the man who caused the problem is there talking about peace? No, he couldn't have been the solution.
Maybe do what I say, not what I do.
No, but you see, leadership is not just about what you say. It's about what you do. And he did a lot of things to bring the party where it is now. So it's quite unfortunate. And I have said it. You see, what MPP is going through is not because of the internal problems.
No.
It's because of what they did in the past 8 years under Akufo-Addo.
It's not because of the internal problems in the party.
Yes. No, I'm talking about these internal problems in the party.
Yes.
Yeah. It's because of what they did. That's why the party has become a ramshackle party. You see, this morning I was on TV3 and I quoted a Bible. I gave a Bible quotation. I'm giving it here too. If you read the book of Isaiah chapter 57 verse 20 to 21, it says by the wicked. It says by the wicked.
But he's not wearing a white shirt, so we can't.
No, I'm not wearing a white shirt. That is why I didn't wear a white shirt, because today I knew I was going to be quoting
the Bible.
Yeah. He said, but the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. Mire means garbage. There is no peace, says my God, for the wicked. The wicked will seek peace, but they will not find peace. Peace and wickedness cannot coexist. Now, in the 2020 elections, 8 people were shot dead. 8 people died. They lost their lives. So Ronaldo became president on the blood of those 8 people. What did he do? What did his party and the government do about it? Nothing. And when the chairman of the police council then, Dr. Bawumia, was asked about it, he fumbled throughout. He couldn't give any tangible answer, any reasonable answer to that question. And is that wickedness? Yes, it is wickedness. And if it is wickedness, then according to Isaiah 57, 20 to 21,
then they should not have peace.
Say they should not have peace. Look at what happened to the so-called banking sector cleanup. Out of jealousy, hatred, and envy, certain individuals were targeted and their banks were collapsed. That led to massive unemployment.
Job losses.
People who had started their lives, some of them, even their wives were pregnant. They had to They had to restart life all over. Some suffered, some even died as a result of that. Don't you think that is wickedness? And if that wickedness, it is your record, then according to this Bible, you shouldn't have peace. Talk about the DDEP, the haircut, number of people who died as a result of DDEP, people who had legitimately made their money. That after 60 years, I can't be strong enough to be working again. Therefore, let me make savings for my future. They made their savings. You looted the coffers of the country, mismanaged the economy. After that, those who had legitimately made their money, you dipped your hand into their money to solve a problem you created. You used 97 million to dig a hole, and you didn't do things properly. The people got to a point, people couldn't even buy medicine to live on. So people had to die.
And these are old people.
Old people. They had to picket at the finance ministry.
The former Chief Justice was amongst the people.
Is this not wickedness? If it is wickedness, which I believe it is, then according to Isaiah 57, the wicked person should never know peace. And so the things, look at the unprecedented corruption levels we had in this country. Look at the corruption cases that have come up. And the fact that even the chief himself, the chief architect of all those things himself has run away. We are still struggling to bring him back to the country.
Are you referring to Kenneth Ofori-Atta?
Yeah, Kenneth Ofori-Atta. So what I'm saying is that
That is your friend.
Kenneth is my friend. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him.
He quotes the Bible like you.
I quote my Bible with good intentions. And I don't wear white to quote Bibles. So the point I'm making is that you see, there's a bigger picture.
Right.
And so when I hear them say that, oh, let's come together so to win 2028, I ask myself, are they really serious about it? They think the problem they have is just coming together, forgetting the things, the pain, the agony, the pain they've put people through in this country. Businesses that collapse because of poor economic management or mismanagement of the economy. You've done all this. And listen to Afenyo Makin. He said opposition is painful and lonely. 1 year in opposition, painful and lonely.
He said friends no longer pick their cause.
And friends don't pick one. It's a problem to you.
When you use not to pick
juxtapose that one. I'm coming. Juxtapose that one with DDEP victims.
It cannot compare.
Yes, juxtapose that with the owners of the banks who got their banks, who had their banks collapsed, and the workers who became unemployed.
Especially
juxtapose that with you being in opposition. Just 1 year complain that opposition is lonely.
And painful.
People have become lonely. They've become widowed and widowers because of DDEP, because of
their own money.
Yes, their own money, because of what your government did to them. And you are thinking of coming back to power again in 2028. Are we serious as a nation that you can come to power, do whatever you like, destroy things? Like the John 10:10 I've been quoting. Let me give you another quotation. John 10:10. John 10:10.
It's not an Akufo-Addo is coming 2028.
It's a different person.
No. It's the same political party. But it says it's coming on the record of the Akufo-Addo. It's the same party. I'm coming. Let me land on the point I was making.
Okay.
You don't want me to quote the John 10:10. The John 10:10 says the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, and that is exactly what NPP did in the last 8 years at Akufo-Addo. But so that is that.
Look, 1 minute. Let me just
respond to that.
You see, Ebo, you elogize Kufuor, and we all agree that the abysmal performance of NPP in the last election probably had nothing to do with the presidential candidate, but the records of Nana Akufo-Addo.
You might disagree with you.
I'm coming. Let me make.
But the candidate was in charge of the economy. Are you going to run away from that one?
We can go over this argument. Who was driving?
Yes, he was in charge of the economy.
But let him make his point.
Never in charge.
He was in charge, bro.
He
himself has said it. The president gave me. He said the president asked me to be in charge of the economy, and I was in charge of, and I'm proud of my record.
Did you listen to Osafo? Did you listen to Osafo Mafo?
And Osafo Mafo
confirmed that this man was not in charge.
Rather, he was leading this economic management team we're talking about.
Okay.
Rather,
on paper, and by the constitution,
yes,
is the vice president. No, wait. You have learned. You are interjecting.
I'm shocked you have mentioned yourself. You didn't allow me on record to have said at the time Ghana economy, because we were under IMF, we were doing fairly well. And Sefuma, instead of attributing that one to the team, singled out Bawumia, and he said, we are where we are because of Bawumia. As the head of economic management, he's the secretary, he's the chairman. Why are you running away? Someone was in charge.
Ebo is not being fair to me.
When
you were talking and I tried to, you said no. But I just took the mic and you have taken it and finished the thing for me.
Look, finish.
What I want to put on record is that, look, a future MPP presidential candidate cannot campaign under the records of Nana Akufo-Addo and win elections.
It is not
Ghana.
possible.
It's
right.
not possible.
Okay.
Whose record?
So if MPP is minded and they really want Ghana to buy the brand, they must move away from the Nana Akufo-Addo.
Fresh slate, tabula rasa.
Yes. You see, when Kufuor left government, everybody was talking about the good things of the MPP. Market women, businesses, everybody was saying microfinance and banks were chasing us for loans. Is that not it? Even look at the dollar, the cedi disparity at the time. Can we say that under the regime of Nana Akufo-Addo? So if Nana Akufo-Addo is saying that no single individual is bigger than the party, he has sent a clear message that since the party and the good people of this country did not buy his 8 years regime by voting the MPP out, then we cannot campaign under his records. It's simple as ABC.
But the record wasn't enough for this record alone.
No, and look,
record.
Let him finish.
I want to plead with any future presidential candidate, the 5 gentlemen who are putting themselves up, any of them could emerge. If they want to win power in Ghana, what the party needs is rebranding, moving away from the Nana Akufo-Addo era. We cannot campaign under any records under Nana Akufo-Addo. Okay. There's not even a single one. And secondly, the party must come to one realization. You see, party is a process. You groom young people to come and take over from those in charge.
Yes.
Look at MPP today. Whom did they groom? They groom nobody. You still see old men and women even walking with sticks
but the
leadership, take decisions.
The leadership of the party are fairly young men and women.
When you talk about the leadership of the party,
JFK is a young man.
I'm coming.
Organizers.
How was those leadership procured? Was it free and fair? No. Nikaniboneza, Nana Akufo-Addo decided who became what. And you saw how elections went under MPP. Some people were even more powerful as ministers than even the vice president. What they wanted is what happened. And I will always refer to my instant case, how I was disqualified. And I meant nothing. I was there like a piece of paper after all the investment and sacrifices I've done for the party. When I went independent, I proved a point to the party. Look how, and Afenyo Maki is proud to refer to the 87 members of parliament that mighty. How mighty are you? What consequential things can you do in parliament? Whether you are there or not there, whatever the parliament wants to do, they will do it. And if you look at press releases that are even coming from parliament, parliament itself is divided. If you look at the minority, those who support Bawumia are there, Ken and whatever.
Out of the
so that
87.
unity is not there.
Okay.
So we need a complete overhaul and rebranding.
So that unity is not there. Is that not what is necessitating this peace pact? From what you said, do you think it will make any impact whatsoever?
The peace pact is never going to make impact. Previous ones never did, and this one is not going to do. I think that what the party should have done long ago was to see how they can get these 5 gentlemen to commit to clean campaign.
Is that not what
a campaign of ideas? But 10 days to elections is it not too late? What effect is it going to make? And if you look at the last few weeks, what we heard from Brian Champon, Ken, and then Baumia's camp, it was not good for the party. They were simply washing their dirty linens in public and arming the opposition parties. So when anyone emerges, how are you consciously going to what? Unite. So unity and the MPP now to me is an illusion. And what they did yesterday, they should have done that about 2-3 months ago. But bring a code of conduct.
They started with a thank you tour
to
unite the party. That did not work.
Yes. So that thank you tour, how was it even done? How was that? Is where most of the problems came from, and the utterances of the speakers or the communicators of the aspirants. It's nothing to write home about. They just incite people because you want to be presidential candidate. So after becoming the presidential candidate, and what is next? What is next? So the party slept over the unity thing. You don't wait 10 days to elections. You come and do this media frenzy thing. You see, they say that if your mother is there, you pretend your mother is not there. When the carcass starts smelling, you will hear. So there are more troubles within the party. And I think that Nana Akufo-Addo is not the right person to lead in this process at all. For nothing at all, given the harm Nana Akufo-Addo and the family has done to the party and this country, he should stay out of the affairs of the MPP. He himself mentioned that no single individual is bigger than the party. If you listen to his speech, he was eulogizing his late father and things. Who is proud of the father's legacy? The father did certain things that were not happy. He came and made it worse. And I think that Nana Akufo-Addo has not got any moral right to preach anything to any party faithful within the party, because the mess was caused by him. Look at the way he even brought his ministers. He brought his boys around him. People who matter in MPP were thrown to the gutters. Look at the way they are treating Professor Frimpong Boateng. A very distinguished surgeon like Frimpong Boateng. Small boys can mount platform and insult him. Go to Germany and mention Dr. Frimpong, Professor Frimpong Boateng's name. They eulogize him. The first heart surgeon, is that not it?
The black person to
do
a heart transplant.
And we are not proud of a man like this. And young men like my type, when this man was making like we're not even born, because we have access to mic, we can just wake up and talk anyhow to them. Look at the Nana Akufo-Addo's government. All the people who mattered and carried the cloud within the MPP, like Kufuor's time, they all went to sleep. They all went to sleep.
The sad story of Kobne
Japan. Meanwhile, 2020 elections, you call this man to come and help you. You tour with this man. After you won power in 2020, what did you do to Kobne Japan? No, look, you trust Nana Akufo-Addo at your own peril. That guy, I'll call him that guy because he has not distinguished himself as a president and as a former president. And look, my future matters most to me because of Nana Akufo-Addo. I should not be afraid to speak the truth and put my future and that of my peers, my children and my grandchildren into Do you know if the system worked well and the MPP, what could happen to any of us? Yeah. So the truth be told, I came today very prepared, and I came not to mince any words, and I'm prepared to face any disciplinary actions anywhere, or even court actions. Nana Akufo-Addo has not helped this his party, the MPP, my party, the MPP. That is my parent party. I joined the party as a child. That's why I'm so angered. Look, I saw Chinchinga in Sabuba. You asked to finance MPP. I did Kalabule smuggling fuel to Togo to finance MPP. When it was so unpalatable in the northern region to be MPP, 1992 thereabout, Rawlings regime, in the whole 5 northern regions, we had only one pickup, Alaji COP's time. You understand? Some of us were able to raise resources and bring those pickups to campaign for the party in Sabuba. Go to Saoba and ask who brought Obiase to Saoba. Is Emmanuel Cotin here? But if upon these sacrifices, I sacrifice my youth at the peril of my life for this party, and the single decision of one individual can override this, what do I stand to lose?
Do you also think that this is just a piece of paper that they signed yesterday?
But peace is not obtained through signing of papers. Peace is a matter of heart. Just like wickedness is always a matter of heart. I think that it is too late. I mean, this should have been done long ago. I mean, what they did was just for the optics.
Exactly.
I mean, they were pretending to do something to represent something.
I see.
Yes. You see, look at the history. 2008, when Anado took over the party, and he lost to Atamos after the second round, they touched the constitution of the party to favor the Akufo-Addo. So the Akufo-Addo subsequently took over the party as his property. That's when they introduced special superdelegate system and expanded the electoral college and all that. They did that to favor him, and that gave him that that power to take over the party entirely. The same playbook is being used right now. After 2024, you have lost elections. You lost election chiefly because of how you mismanage the economy, how you engage in unprecedented corruption, Galamsey, the seat of government is becoming a hub, Galamsey hub. All these things, all these factors contributed to the loss, you losing the elections. Then you now want to attribute to something else, and as a result of which you have to touch the constitution again. This time the constitution has been touched to favor Dr. Bawumia. How on earth would the same delegates of a political party vote in two different elections when there has not been any election at the lower levels of the party? Because a political party, as we would normally say, elections are lost or won at the polling stations.
Yes.
Now, so in the last election, you lost. You didn't perform. Some of the polling stations, you even had 5 polling station executives, yet you got 0. That should be a matter of concern to you. So what do? You go down to the polling station and begin to reorganize the party. So those who didn't work, the people, the members of the party themselves will vote them out because they didn't see him work. They didn't see them working. So they will vote them out. Then there will be a change. Then from there you come to the constituency level. The constituency executives who were not seen to be working or who were seen to be lazy and always chasing after money will be voted out.
So you wanted a bottom-up approach.
Yes, so you'll be building the party, so you prepare the vehicle for the journey before you look for a driver. You don't look for a driver and now go and look for a vehicle. So now, what is going to happen is that whoever wins, that person is likely to have his people occupying the positions from the polling station to the national level, which will divide the party heavily.
I see.
So I don't know, you see, we have something we say, and I don't know if God wants you to fall, he removes your brain or something. There's something like that. It looks as if the brain of the party is gone. So now they are doing things like, as if they are not thinking. You see, sometimes greed can make you do things that as if you are mentally, not correct. Because look at, why can you do this? A political party wanting to win power, just 1 year after losing power, the most important thing for you to do is to get a presidential candidate. To sit home and do what? When you have not organized the party itself, because it will take a longer time to get the party properly organized and structured.
When they get a leader of the party now, then that leader has enough time to bring all other members together. Because they did not do it at first. That's why, how come the party was divided? Maybe that's their thinking.
No, if you do the right thing, you can even use 2 months to win an election. If you do the wrong thing, you can use 4 years.
Based on how far the party is divided, that's why they want to get enough time to bring everybody together, get one vehicle, same agenda, prosecute agenda 2028.
So now, there are people who are contesting now. Some of the contestants, they know this election is rigged already.
No, it is.
Oh, it is rigged already.
In favor of who?
Bawumia. I've told you, those who voted
Who is rigging it?
Who is rigging it? But those who took the decision to do this presidential election without first changing the album. Because you have to change the album. There has to be a change from the bottom. It should be a bottom up.
The NC members, the NEC members, the executives of the NPP, they are the ones who want to rig the elections.
No, it's been rigged. But I can also argument support by Umia. It's a known fact. It's not a hidden thing. Oseche Mensah support by Umia. Akufo-Addo himself support by Umia, pretending as if he's not supporting Bawumia because of his baggage. Doesn't want Bawumia to be associated with. So now they want to play tricks on us that as if he's not supporting Bawumia, he's still supporting Bawumia. All those who matter in the party, those who have hijacked the party, support Bawumia.
Other polls put Kennedy Japan in lead that he will win. So if Ken wins, does it mean that it's been rigged for him or he won on merit?
Listen to me. Kennedy Japan is trying very hard. I appreciate his effort. But if you are a political watcher and if you understand the game, and I have been in this party before, I know how the game is played. See, that omission that took place yesterday was deliberate. It wasn't an oversight. Ken was...
Joseph says that it was an error.
It was never an error. Ken was a very meticulous person. I mean, that is how... Businessmen don't just sign documents. So he was very meticulous about it. So he detected it. It would have been a very big mistake on his part, but he saw it. It was never an oversight. It was intentional. And so everything is being done, to favor one candidate. I mean, let's not play the ostrich, or let's not pretend, unless you don't understand the game. And I'm saying, yes, as for polls, there are polls, Bawumia is leading, there are polls, so there could be polls all over. But I think Ken himself, if you talk to him, he'll tell you he's going to win. Of course, if you're going to contest election and you say I'm going to lose, then why are you contesting? So, but the point is that if you look at the circumstances surrounding the whole elections, the fact that now they've touched the constitution again when they were not supposed to have done that. Clearly, someone is.
Do you also think so that the election has been? Has been rigged already, or will be the entire machinery is in favor of Dr. Bawumia, the former vice president?
Well, once I don't have any evidence,
you want to stay away from. Okay,
I think that the electoral challenges came from how they went about it, the current form.
Okay,
if you're a party and you come from a defeat, such as how MPP suffered a defeat, an incumbent government, you do retrospection, see what went wrong, and correct it.
That meeting was held at the Alisa Hotel. They all gathered there.
Yes.
And that's when the General Secretary addressed the thank you to changes in the Constitution, amongst others.
So all those things were the optics for the cameras.
Okay.
After that fine, beautiful meeting at Alisa, what happened? The thank you talk degenerated into something else. Any fine thing that was said at that office was another thing. And like my good brother Ibu said, every organization that builds from top down is bound to fail. It's just like building a house. How do you construct the roof before you come and do the foundation? I've never seen this kind of planning anywhere. And that is a problem MPP brought upon itself. And if care is not taken, it's even going to get worse. Especially if one of the candidates emerges and the others refuse to support the candidate, is going to be very messy. And these are the
others cannot refuse to support because they have signed the agreement that makes them that tells them that whoever wins should be supported by all of them.
Look, the constitution of this country supersedes any other thing. That's why in my initial statement I asked, how many pacts haven't we signed? Even when you made reference to Bawumia and John Mahama peace pact, it was just for the optics and to weather and calm the nerves of electorates. You understand? So now, if a candidate emerges, how are you then going to conduct elections to elect polling station executives, constituency executives, regional executives and national executives. So you have a presidential candidate who was never elected by the new officers in office.
Okay.
How are you going to work with them? How are you going to coordinate with them?
That doesn't make sense, bro.
We jumped the gun. In fact, look, I'm at pain. Look, MPP is a party of the elites.
No more.
But under Nana Akufo-Addo, they threw the party into the gutters. And nothing seems to work within the party. And if care is not taken, it's even going to get worse. But having said that, I think that if members of the party will listen to wisdom, let cool heads prevail, forget about personalities, forget about greed. You see, former appointees all glamoring over a particular candidate. In their mind's eye, they know the candidate is the obvious choice and can win. So everybody is positioning he or herself for appointment. That's the sad reality of our politics. And appointments are no longer based on capacity. It's about loyalty. And that is so unfortunate.
Probably appointment in 20 years' time.
You see? No, look, Ebo.
No, the appointment not after 2028.
Look, Ebo, let me just cite this example for you. When His Excellency John Mahama lost the 2016 elections, everybody wrote John Mahama off. He himself have confessed that it was the most loneliest moment for him. His phone never rang. He asked himself whether his phone even had problems. You see, Christmas, he said he had to escape to the Crown Forest because the gifts were one too many. Gifts he has never received in opposition. But John Mahama is the president today.
No, the situations are different.
Listen.
The circumstances are different.
Look, yes.
Yeah, the contexts are different.
The circumstances could be different. Today, MPP can do the right things and become attractive, and the Ghanaian people can buy the MPP again. Don't let us be carried away. There's a saying. Yes, there's a saying that.
To do the right thing in opposition.
Of course. There's a saying that when your friend's beer, like my own, is on fire, you fetch water near yours.
Abian's own.
Abian's.
No, you don't even fetch water. You dip it in water.
You see, you dip it in water. Look, NDC could face even more challenging problems than the MPP is facing.
MPP will not be the alternative.
Well, I know UP, obviously, you'll be contesting. Definitely, you want to taste power. And I'll be happy if your party wins. At least I can walk to your office without needing to make any call or things like that.
But I sincerely ask you this question.
Yes.
Answer me this question.
Yes, I will answer you, bro.
Given what MPP did 8 years, Ghanaians gave them a power to govern this country.
Yes.
Given their record.
Yes.
Do you think that in the most unlikely event, I will never wish that any government fails, because the consequences of a failing government
is on the citizens.
It's on the citizens.
And
yes.
it's always there. Do you think MPP is an alternative?
Let me tell you.
Or do you think MPP should be the alternative?
I mentioned it here, and I'll repeat it. If any of the 5 emerges as the winner and can do away with the rhetorics of campaigning under the Nana Akufo-Addo's record and rebrand the party, I tell you, Ghanaians will give that presidential candidate an opportunity. Look, the Ghanaian voter is quite sophisticated. You understand?
This can only be a dream.
It cannot be a dream.
You think MPP, any of the 5, can win to become president of Ghana?
If MPP cannot even win 2028, and they can improve upon the gains of 2024, it is a good starting point.
I see 2 things here. That
it's a good starting point.
If either of them wants to win the elections,
then
it will be based on, number 1, their performance or how they campaign. Number 2 is how abysmally the NDC performs.
Exactly.
Because if President Mahama is
not contesting again.
If President Mahama is going the same way, I really don't think
regardless how much together they come, how much unity they come, I don't think it is possible.
It's too early. I hear people saying that.
Listen,
they are still fresh in our mind. I hear people saying that 1 year there have not been any corruption under John Mahama's government. Look, let's hasten slowly.
True.
The Auditor General's report hasn't come. So on what basis? You understand? Let them audit 2025. All the government agencies and things. That is when we can begin to assess whether indeed there were infractions or otherwise.
Our monies were
but
used
beyond
properly.
that, and if you look at on the face of the value, if you did lifestyle audit, you will even see that certain things are not right. So I tell myself that as a country, we are not prepared to fight corruption. If we are prepared to fight corruption, simple life audit would have settled most of these things. Because if I was living a particular way, I come to government or all of a sudden I'm living another way, there should be a revenue source, my tax obligation to the state.
Yes.
Is that not true? Those things are things you can easily trace. But as a country, we are not interested. So, Ebo, don't let us be under the illusion that MPP cannot win 2028 election. Anything is possible in this country. It's an election of contest. It's about the contest of ideas.
That is not possible.
It's your opinion. This is my opinion.
Be measured in your expectations.
So you should also be measured in your wild imagination.
Because look, on what basis? Would
elections
win election in 2028?
Elections is about the contest of ideas. At the moment, nobody has emerged. You don't know the manifesto the person has to put to the people of this country. And Ebo,
although it is early, it is very early yet.
It's early.
If it's not the MPP, who else?
Look, if John Mahama can come 2016 and win election in 2024,
then it should be possible.
It is possible.
Yes.
He says what?
If John Mahama can come under that heavy defeat in 2016 and be president again in 2024, everything is possible.
So, Ebo, it is early though. 2028 is very far away.
Yeah.
But briefly, if you think it is not the NPP, who do you think can give the NDC a run for their money? We have to go back on track and talk about the peace pact though, but who do you think so?
You see, the NPP's record, their performance, the pain they left in the bodies of people in Ghana, the pain, they are still fresh. The Kens issue is still fresh in our mind.
So who is the alternative?
I'm coming.
He's coming.
You see, no. But why am I sitting here?
Let him make his point.
Why am I sitting here? I'm laying the foundation. You are saying that there should be foundation.
It's okay. Stay on course and lay your foundation. Build your house.
All the five people MPP contesting. Alan Chamanten is better than all of them. Are you aware? Or do you accept the fact that?
I'm not aware.
Or do you accept it? Alan is better than all.
On what basis?
I mean, in terms of delivery, in terms of competence, character, credibility, in terms of track record.
Unless we look at we have to assess all the candidates by their strengths and weaknesses.
You are saying.
I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that one.
No.
Okay, then I'm telling you that.
So your answer is that the UP. Okay, fair enough.
UP is the best alternative to NDC.
Let's go back on track. Ima, you are from the security background.
Yes.
Yesterday, the IGP spoke at the event. Not less than 70 police people at every voting center for the MPP primaries. From what you said, what are based on what has happened so far, what is currently happening within the party, what are the security threats that the NPP faces going into the elections on the 31st of January?
You see, I indeed want to commend the IGP. It was a very, very difficult meeting for him to attend.
Why was it?
Given what happened and the MPP, he was overlooked for Dampari. And here's the case, was face to face with the president who overlooked him, and he was to be in charge of the person providing security for his party's presidential primaries. It was a very difficult and ugly situation to witness if you look at the atmosphere at Alisa Hotel. But indeed, I want to slightly disagree with him with the 70 police
personnel at every polling station.
Too much or too small?
Too much.
Oh, I see.
How many polling stations do 200 and something, right?
Yes.
225 or so. So if you multiply that by 70, that's about 15,000 plus police personnel. What is the current strength of our police personnel in this country? So you see, crime is quite sophisticated. When you give operational information like that, criminals will know that on the day, many of our police personnel will be providing this kind of security and may not be interested in other things. So it kind of leads to the gaps. Another statement he made was about macho men, that he didn't want to see macho men at the polling stations. Oh, how? If I'm a macho man and I'm a delegate, I shouldn't come there. Who is a macho man?
So he says para security. He does not want to see any para security there.
Excellent. I will come to the strength. I'm just building a point. So I think that the police, he correctly asserted, are powerful than any paramilitary organization.
True.
So-called. That I agreed. But macho men in quote is kind of stereotyping. Many of us go to the gym today. If you look at our body, you may misconstrue us to be langas and things like that. It's a lifestyle.
You look
it's
like...
It's a lifestyle. you agree with me, Bo? If you look at the Western world, it's only here many of us don't take our physical exercises serious. As a young person, I think that you have to exercise, walk or go to the gym at least 3 times a week. So these problems have always been with us. And the aspirants kind of elope him into this trap by sending him alleged machinations to disrupt the processes or whatever. What I know about the IGP is that he's a big submarine. When I say big submarine, man of few words, he delivers. Just tell them, well, we are ready. You come there with your troubles, you get your response. You don't disclose your operational numbers, one, your targets.
In elections, kind of we are used to the police telling us how many police personnel they are deploying at the various centers. I mean, it's just erring on the side of caution, so you deter people who may want to come and fester trouble.
Visibility is good.
Yes.
Preemption is good.
Yes.
But operational wise and the strict security stuff is not right. You ask any security.
It says that at least 70. Maybe there are some 30 more that he's not even mentioning.
I think
let me tell you something. The MPP presidential primary is going to pass off very peacefully. You know why?
You think so?
You know why?
Tell me.
Opposition is not a good place to be. And nobody is prepared to risk his or her life because someone wants to be a presidential candidate. I'm telling you, most often than not, they will tell me, it's when the government is empowered, they do those things to catch favors. It's only in Ghana, surprisingly, when you go into opposition, you become a poor person. If you call anybody for help and I say, look, I'm not in power, I don't have anything. So what is there? What is there? We need to know. So the problem is that I know IGP with his operational capacity, he has done it in the by-elections. Akutia said we were all talking. He delivered Akutia beautifully. If you look at a crime rate in the country, it has gone down. Even during the Christmas season, you see that we never witnessed any incidences of crime as it has happened in the past. One thing I will urge the IGP to do is that he should start publishing crime statistics so that Ghanaians will begin to appreciate what he's doing. In the absence of crime statistics, making analysis become very difficult. And in circumstances like that, you have to then look at the operational architecture overall. And sometimes if you base your analysis on that, you can get everything very wrong. So I think he's doing a good job. The political presidential aspirants should be minded and let their supporters. And their supporters should even know that, look, this people we are all following. After the 31st, one will emerge the winner. The rest may even went to sleep. You call them, they may not even pick your calls anymore. So we have to be minded that we will discharge our civil responsibility, make sure that the election is free and fair. If you are not supposed to be at the police station, don't go there. If you go there and you brew problems, you'll be arrested and dealt with as an individual. You'll be in the cells alone. No? If you are not lucky, no one will even bring you water or food. So we have to get this education right. And the Electoral Commission, I know they are poised to do the right things. I'm just praying that the national executives, they should stay off these elections, play their neutrality, even though I know many of the national executives are campaigning seriously for particular candidates.
Oh, you know that? Who are they campaigning for?
Well, I don't need to mention that here.
No, but we want to know.
No, I don't need to mention that here. You can find out. You have journalists on the ground. You even have such information better than we do. More often than not, when we come here, we come to analyze what you put before us. And I think you are better placed to have this information than me. So we all want to rebuild, have a new starting point. And having a good starting point is having a free, fair election so that whoever emerges, the rest will accept and rally behind. And we have a credible opposition party that can keep NDC in checks, that can bring alternatives to the good people of Ghana, rebrand, and carry the youth of this country who have so much hope in the MPP along.
Ebo, you are a politician. You know these happenings. Based on where the MPP stands at the moment, what risk in terms of security does the party face going into the elections that has warranted the need for the IGP to talk and all the other leading members of the party to talk about peace and then accept the result of the elections?
Okay, I think if you look at the history, anytime MPP had this kind of elections, one way or the other, there were, some brutalities recorded. People were beaten, people were maimed and all that. So the party itself, I would say, I think they know themselves more than any other person. That is why they've gone to seek IGP's support. They know what they are capable of doing. And we even heard that they wanted to use the party security. Initially, that was the idea, was to use the party security to police the ballot. But it looks as if Ken and co were not happy about it, so they protested, and that protestation led to them having to go to the IGP to seek for his help. I think I agree with Ima that there's the 70 at the polling station is, I think, it's an overkill.
I see.
It's an overkill. I know what they are capable of doing, but 70 police people, let the police people do proper policing. Let's do things that will really benefit the country. If a political party decides to kill themselves, if they won't reason and decide to kill themselves.
They are citizens, Ebo.
If they don't know reason and they would want to kill themselves. No, but you see,
they'll not go out wanting to kill themselves. Circumstances will.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the 70 is too much. You see, let the police people do the policing that will benefit all of us, not a particular political party in a day. But as I said, I can only, because I don't have a dog in that fight, I can only, stand afar. I cannot wish them well.
You are all opposition parties.
You see that
in the unlikely event that you want to campaign against, you can even have merges.
You have alliances.
That issue. This issue. Last time you said something like that, then you are repeating it in a way that why should opposition party fight opposition party? NDC is our competitor, MPP is our competitor. So I have two main competitors ahead of me. One came to destroy, one is building. You want me to attack the one that is building and leave out the one who came to destroy. So I have to strategically know where to hit.
But this is your statement.
I need to know where to hit.
Your statement is suspense. So one is building and one destroyed.
One destroyed and one is building. So
that is suspect too. This statement is suspect.
It's clear.
It says that NPP destroyed.
NDC is building. So why should I attack the one that is building and leave the one that came to destroy?
But the one who destroyed is not in power again.
No, but you see, it's also a competitor. If I can edge him out.
Is Nana Akufo-Addo running for elections?
He's not running for elections.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
So he came to destroy. We have retired him.
He links Akufo-Addo to NPP. It's the same party.
We're talking about political parties, and we are talking about. If you're talking about personalities, then that's what I'm saying. That if it's about personalities, Alan Chairman, this is better than all the 5 that are contest in your party.
if it's about personalities,
you and Solomon, you always want to put that tag. Yes, I accept it. In my party, I accept it now. In my party, I know that the headlines will go out. Yes, in my party.
Listeners have concluded already because it looks as if the MPP in you is not able to run away. It comes and goes.
See, I say it as it is. Look at the way I addressed the former president today. Indeed, he's the problem of the party. And truth to be said, and look at how even Ken is embarrassing his family, friends. In ISIS detention prison, in that prison suit fighting extradition. What have you done wrong? And you are running away from Ghana. It's so pathetic. And these are some of the things MPP as a party should have even come out with a statement to let the good people of this country know that, look, indeed, the actions and inactions of the former finance minister is bringing the image of the party.
They are all beneficiaries of that.
And then disassociate himself from
they are all beneficiaries of that. Because if you listen to Operanza, he said the money that was used to run the election, some came from Ken. Where did Ken get the money? They looted the country to support their party.
He's a businessman, so.
Oh, but he looted the
Ken had a bank before he became.
Ken also.
He had a bank.
Ken also had corrupt past.
The same way Koting is a big man, is a rich man before he becomes a member.
No, I'm not a rich man.
Ken also had
I'm not.
No, questionable.
I'm just a young man.
Ken also had
who is doing my best and coming out.
In respect of the
don't let people refuse to give me help. I'm a needy young man. I need a lot of help.
Do you remember the Obotan investment?
Investment, yes.
How can Ufurata swindled?
Yeah.
And that case should have been the reason why the parliament shouldn't have, if you like, cleared him to be,
That is why the last time, if you recall, I said NDC was to be blamed for part of Ghanaians' problem in as far as Ken Ofori is concerned. They had every opportunity
to stop it.
Even the e-levy, it was a secret ballot. Why walk away?
I mean, they were able
if they
to
had
do
voted, e-levy wouldn't have come on now.
No.
So NDC is complicit.
You can never blame NDC.
NDC is complicit.
Somebody had decided.
You had the power to stop it.
No,
you had the power.
You don't want to blame the one who brought it. Look, you are blaming the one who said who would have.
Ghanaians
could have stopped it. I don't get your argument.
No, listen. Listen. This time you must listen to me too.
NPP brought Ken.
I don't want Zato
they knew Ken had questionable past. Yet they brought him, they backed him, they supported him to become finance minister. Then you are blaming the one you said it could have stopped him. Then in terms of numbers.
Excuse me.
In terms of numbers, who was the majority and who was the minority?
Wait. From 2017, NDC MPP had overwhelming majority to do whatever they wanted.
They did. Before the
2020, Ghanaians gave us a fine opportunity by giving us a hang parliament. I'm coming. Let me learn. When you were talking, I didn't interject.
You interjected.
Gave us a hang parliament. That is just 1 + 1.
Yes.
You remember some MPs revolted against Ken. You recall?
Yes, it happened.
What happened to those MPs? They
schemed,
they all lost their seats. Now, you have an opportunity. This man was coming. We all crying that the 4 years weren't that good as far as Ken is concerned. At the vetting, what happened? If the vetting committee had voted on him, he wouldn't have passed. Or if it has come to the
plenary,
the plenary, some MPP members were voted against.
It's an assumption. What you are saying is an assumption.
No, what the NDC
what you are saying is an assumption.
Okay.
Let's only assuming.
Let's leave Ken Ofori-Atta here.
No, we won't leave him. We'll still talk about him.
Look at the processes. Hang Parliament, just plus or minus one. I know many MPs who are not happy about the e-levy.
But they were stripped in time.
Their constituents had signaled to them that if they go and pass it, there will be consequences at the ballot box. Now, all the available processes were that this thing will go to the plenary for a secret ballot. All of a sudden, NDC staged a walkout and gave MPP the room to do and pass the e-levy and give a KK party. So NDC cannot absorb itself on these two things. Ken Ofori-Atta's problem, NDC is part of it. The e-levy, they are part of it.
MPP even smuggled an imposter into our parliament. MPP. They smuggled an imposter, impersonator into our parliament.
And NDC allowed that.
Ebo Adwoa Safo says she was.
No.
And NDC allowed that.
Was that she wasn't the one.
And NDC allowed that.
Her first statement is what we will take. Her first statement was that she was not the one. It was later that she came to explain and justify.
She said,
but obviously she was not the one.
If you listen to the thinking Imano Quoting is communicating, is that MPP had an agenda. NDC, you had what it takes. You had what it took
to prevent that agenda.
But you did not do it.
No, how?
So what are they doing?
Listen, how?
What are they doing?
But they had the numbers.
No, they didn't. Hang Parliament
plus one is the number.
Look, if they wanted
a simple majority vote.
Look, the NDC at the time.
Didn't they bring the man, the MP who was even dying? He was on a sick bed. Was he not brought to Parliament? These people were prepared to do anything to pass it. Imposter came to Parliament, and even a dead man, somebody who was almost about dying, was also brought to Parliament.
You know, between me and you, I know you. No, don't do Jandam here, I beg you.
And also Jandam. It's not Jandam.
Listen.
This MP from Western Region.
If you look at parliamentary proceedings, the minority at the time had every right to request for a secret ballot. Why didn't they go through that process? And we know that MPP used the numbers.
You remember the minority
plus one.
They fought against. They fought against.
They didn't. Look, if you had those videos.
They fought against.
If you had those
videos.
They
fought against.
No, they didn't. If you had those videos, let your producer bring them. In the morning when they walked in, they just waved that they should go out. There are things we don't want to talk.
No.
Please. For the e-levy.
As someone,
e-levy, NDC didn't help Ghanaians. Ken Ofori-Atta,
MPP helped
Ghanaians.
But MPP helped Ghanaians.
No, they didn't help as well. Ken Ofori-Atta passed to NDC could have stopped that mess. Why did the Honorable Foreign Affairs Minister, Honorable Ofijato, say that he was no longer part of the
I have personally blamed Parliament for giving Ken Ofori-Atta the green light, including
NDC. Parliament. The minority.
No, Parliament.
The minority at the time.
Parliament. Look, the majority brought him.
No.
But you don't want to blame the one who brought him.
It doesn't matter. If I'm bringing something that is not good,
you know it's
and
not
you
good,
have the power to stop it.
And you are now blaming me for not stopping you for bringing the wrong thing.
You are a judge.
Ima?
No, Ebo, you are a judge. They bring you before me before you. Like they brought Jesus before Pontius Pilate. Yeah. And you decide not to do the needful. Are you not complicit in that crime?
No. You took a decision, whether cabinet decision or whatever individual decision, to bring e-levy.
If cabinet decision was final, they won't bring it to Parliament.
And you think you haven't brought it, you are saying that me, because I didn't oppose it, I should be blamed. But the one that you brought it, you shouldn't be blamed.
Look,
what kind of argument is it, my brother?
Governance is a process.
So
this thing was conceived went through cabinet, like you mentioned.
Let me ask you. MPP thing.
Let me ask you.
So for is MPP thing. Let's move on.
No,
gentlemen.
Let me ask you. 1 minute. Is it all bills from cabinet that passed through in Parliament?
So this is what happened with the e-levy thing. the NPP at the time had a very slim majority.
Yes.
So the NDC could not have stopped it. That's why they walked out. Because even if they had voted, the NDC still had their majority. Remember?
That's one.
Yes.
So NPP members were prepared to vote against
No,
they said it.
You don't
You're
know.
only assuming.
This system, do you remember the 20 MPs that went against Ken Oforiatta, led by Api Akubi?
And the
they
whole,
said that if they said, and I still have those videos, that if the e-levy was put into voting, it would have gone through.
And the whole conversation,
and it was part of the reason MPP lost the next election.
We're only assuming.
And the whole conversation was the bit about allowing the presiding speaker to vote. It even went to court.
Yeah.
So we know all about the e-levy thing.
We know what they did to push it down. Let's down our throat.
Let's stay on track. We have just a few minutes to go. Ebo, so this is not your fight. This is not your fight. You don't have a dog in that fight. You don't have a horse in that race too. It is a battle of the NPP. Going forward, what should they see? What should they be seen doing? I mean, you are an interested party. You're a stakeholder. You want a credible opposition to fight with you to unseat the current government. Of course, if that is what you want, unless maybe...
No, is that to a credible opposition to fight with me?
Yes, I mean
together.
You are in opposition. You want to be in government. They're in opposition. They want to be in government.
So we are not fighting. We are fighting our individual fights.
We are not fighting alongside each
together.
other.
So you are not fighting NDC to unseat them?
No, I said what did I say? We are
fighting.
Why should I partner? No. You want me to partner with a group that I described, John 1010 group?
What would be your advice to the NPP after the signing of the Peace Pact and all of what is happening going into 31st December? They have just about like 8 days, barely a week.
I don't think the party has apologized to Ghanaians enough.
Well, they need to do that before they have their primaries?
They need to do it. You see, I don't know who is advising them. Because
this is a party, this is the primaries of the party itself.
They seem to assume that they are in this situation because of just the internal problems. It goes beyond that. I've said it, that their performance under Akufo-Addo Bawumia government in 8 years, I mean, has put the party in a very bad shape. And it will take more than unity for them to be able to have a party that they used to have. I think they can't fall on President Kufuor's record. That would be too far to go. Neither can they fall on Akufo-Addo's record, which is very abysmal. And so I really wonder if they don't think they would have to apologize to Ghanaians. They should have press conference with all of them. Akufo-Addo himself, he should bow his head in shame.
That's something they need to do before they vote on 31st.
Yeah, they need to because if you really want to carry Ghanaians along, and people can easily forgive, even though some will not forgive.
Okay.
We can get 1 or 2 people. So they should have press conference to apologize to Ghanaians for the kind of pain.
A few of them have done that. A few of them have apologized for the hardships they brought on Ghanaians.
Individual apologies and all that. But as a political party that formed the government, they would have to face Ghanaians. I think instead of using their time to do some of the useless press conferences they've been having, they should do a press conference, maybe 2 major press conferences.
Which one is useless?
Useless press conference.
Ima, I'll come to you for a final
the one a PAJ addressed, and the one that as for AJ also.
Those were in Parliament.
If you don't agree,
those were in Parliament.
I'm saying that
minority positions.
Useless. So
I can classify your comments as useless.
No, Ima,
let
you finish. The constitution we are using.
Ebo, direct talk to us.
Say what I want to say.
Free speech.
Talk to us.
So allow me.
We don't have a lot of time.
Allow me.
Wrap up for me.
Yeah. So I'm saying that they can do 2 major press conferences. One will be to ask Ken Oforiatta to come home because he is destroying the image of the party. Now the party's image is in tatters.
Okay. And 2 is what?
To have a press conference to apologize to Ghanaians, unqualified apology to Ghanaians as to how they made Ghanaians suffer.
They should do that before the elections.
Yeah, they should do that.
How will that help for peace, unity, and stability within the party?
Oh, now, you see, I've told you what is important. More important is not the unity in the party. What is important for them is how they will be able to carry Ghanaians along.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what should be their the preoccupation of what they are going to do.
Emmanuel, let me come to you. Your final words for the NPP ahead of the elections. Maybe from the security
small screen unity.
I think
or
that
peace pact.
The managers of these elections should make sure they play by the game.
Okay.
Free, fair, so that whoever emerges, the others can accept defeat with all humility and rally behind the candidate. And I think that whoever emerges, like Ibu said, that person will be better placed to render a very unqualified apology to the country on behalf of the party so that we can start afresh. The former president admonished us yesterday that no single individual is bigger than the party. So whoever emerges as the leader of the party after 31st must ensure that they distance itself as a party from the activities of individuals who were given opportunity to be in government under the party, so that their troubles don't have a rippling effect on the image of the party.
Okay.
And it's not only Ken Oforiatta who is facing corruption-related allegations. There are a whole lot. And another thing they need to do is to bring the old folks, especially those people who sat on the fringes because of the happenings under the past.
They started the amnesty program. A few of them have.
No, the amnesty program didn't go far enough, and the letter was not even properly worded. The conditions they were given didn't go far enough. When you are given an amnesty, there shouldn't be conditions.
Okay.
The conditions that were attached to that letter to me, it didn't send the right messages.
Okay.
And I think that all is not lost yet. Sometimes God is very, 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 very gracious. Before something can become great, it has to break down completely to the bottom.
Before it rebuilds.
Before it rebuilds.
Thank you.
So to me, it's an opportunity for the party to rebuild, unite as a common voice, and give Ghanaians the alternatives they are yearning for. And that alternative is definitely not UP+. It is the MPP.
Finally, you must confession has come.
But I mean, he has been saying it. He keeps saying it, but when we tell him to, he says that.
But unfortunately for him, he will be in opposition for a long.
Why are you doing that to your own brother?
Time will tell.
Why are you doing that to your own
brother? A long time.
Time will tell.
Unfortunately, he's in the wrong party. You know.
Time will tell.
You might remember that we didn't say something. It was only him who said that to be in opposition. So when you are in government, remember.
Long time.
I mean, I'm just.
Even when people comes to power, they will enjoy most.
I'm just putting this information out there. You said the party should apologize. The MPP has apologized. So, Justin Frimpong Kodia, he issued a formal apology on behalf of the party.
It's not enough.
And then Dr. Baumia has also apologized.
No. You see, they should be in sackcloth. When they should be ashes. They should have ashes on them and sackcloth to apologize.
I hear you. But gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. That's our package for you this morning. Unfortunately, Hamza Suhini could not join us. He had to go to court, unfortunately. But Emmanuel Kote is the Executive Director of the African Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism. Solomon Owusu is Director of Communications of the United Party. He also could not join us. But of course, we were joined by Bull Bachman, Deputy Director of Communications of the United Party, for the discussions. Before we go, I'd like to wish a few happy birthdays to people. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. This one is happy birthday to Alexis Enyola Komatsi. We love you so much from your parents.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, little man, Alexis Enyola Komatsi. We love you so much from your parents. Erasmus Eliklim Zodanu, God's favor on your life is so evident. May your special day bring even greater blessings your way from the Zodanus. Happy birthday to you, Erasmus. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Bright Dela Amevuvo. Thank God for your kindness and support. We love you from your wife and daughter. Happy birthday to you, Bright Della Amevuvo. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. My name is Noble Crosby, and those of you who are able to join us on our Facebook, on our social media platforms, thank you. If you're able to reach us on phone, thank you too. And if you listen to us on your radio, wherever you are, thank you for joining us. We're grateful. We do this always with you. To the entire team, thank you so much. It's the weekend. Have fun. See you again on Monday. My name is Noble Crosby, and have a great morning.